Streamline
All
muted.
right. If we can't convince them, then what are we gonna do though?
I don't know. But I think we should try that first.
We should try that first. If we fail, my vote is for stabbing the fuck out of them until they die.
Well, I was just thinking we could just like tie them up somewhere. Come back for them later.
Yeah.
Just come back for them in like 8 days when they've starved to death or been killed
No.
by the wildlife.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, surely
Nice.
being stabbed to death.
Just revive them. Oh no, not high enough level. Come back a few levels time.
Also,
This level, Sasha is high enough to revive them within 10 days.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It costs a shit.
Oh, hello,
ton,
Maddie.
though.
Hello. Alright, okay, so everyone's here, are they? Has everyone got a drink and stuff? Ready to go?
Matt, you the
Oh,
bard.
sorry, I'm just gonna grab some water.
Okay.
Grab this bard.
Stop. Stop! Fucking stop!
Oh, I see.
Yes, well. Yeah, lots of stuff has happened, hasn't it? In the last time on Legend Rising. Nice.
Sorry.
Bardly,
Last time on.
Bardly is music. So,
What's that?
I'm just showing George what Bardly is.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm explaining.
hello.
I'm giving George the Bardly link. To me.
Cool. Well, nice. I love how like this is a meme that literally no other D&D group has because no one uses Bardly. It's like I'm the only person who uses Bardly. I'm not even
Even when
joking.
we don't use Bardly, we'll say to somebody have the Bardly link.
Yeah, it's funny because like literally, I think I'm probably one of the only people who uses Bardly.
It's gonna be on
I'll
my
probably-
fucking gravestone when I die.
Like if you look at their YouTube channel, it has like
Even if we go
100
for an
views.
even if we go for an IRL session, be like,
Bardly link. Yeah, I do that in my IRL sessions. Anyway, so
very confusing for them.
yeah. All right. Okay. So everyone's ready, are they? They're good. They're good to go.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So last we left off, you were in the town of Lucenia, having been teleported there by Erin Cassera, as just a favor. Erin has gone off and done something else, but you spoke to Sax, from his gun shop, who gave you a map and told you about like tunnels and stuff all the way up to Nordhaunt, where you believe the Iron Pariah's tomb is, who the dudes are going to open and hopefully destroy the world with.
Hopefully.
Well, this is from their perspective, and from my perspective, that'd be quite fun. And you guys got caught up in the tunnels underneath, if you remember correctly. And you managed to speak to like a hologram of Master Amon, and went into like a trapped room that disappeared and tried to attack you with like creatures that he had created using his magic serum lift. And then you got captured in the tunnels by a group of rangers from Nordhaunt who were just like doing a routine inspection of the tunnels or whatever. Happened to find you, and you were basically told to leave and given an escort and sent on the road back down towards Berholtz. So what would you guys like to do? You're currently being escorted by these 5 guards. You're in a cart and they're on horseback. But they don't seem to be talking to you much. They're just minding their own business. You guys just... it can be quite a long journey, I think, ahead of you. But what you have got to do is basically just chill until you get to Volkheim, and then they're just going to let you go off to wherever you go, as long as you don't come back to Nordhaunt, basically.
Over the course of a few hours, I'd like to kind of just like listen to their conversation and try and figure out which of them has like family in Nordhaunt.
Okay. Make a perception check.
That's with advantage because I have the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have our weapons on us right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Is it going to appear? Did I click it? I think I did. I must have not.
There we
did.
go.
Okay, 13.
You don't hear like them talking much about family work, but you do get the impression that they're all locals to Nordhaunt. And you know, like the youngest of them's probably 18, the oldest is maybe 30. So like the captain or like the leader of the group of the squad who's with you, he's maybe 30, and the rest are sort of between 18 and 25 mostly.
I thought there were only 2 guards.
No, there's 5 of them.
Oh.
I don't think I hear anything about any children or anything.
No, you don't. You just hear them mumbling occasionally. Like they're all locals. They all have. You definitely know they have families there though. You're not really sure what that means.
So Gothric's gonna kind of lean in to the group and say, "So what exactly is our plan?"
I'm gonna try and convince them to take us back.
I'm gonna start speaking kind of loudly. It's like, well, yeah, it's kind of shame. I guess Nordhorn's just gonna burn to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like one of the guards sort of looks over and sort of glimpses at you and then just like looks back forward again as they get.
Yeah, I kind of I kind of always hope that the end of the world will be a little more climactic, but
I guess people have more concerns on their hands than, just letting the world burn to the fucking ground.
Roll a persuasion check.
which one?
You, Scrimshaw.
Okay.
One of the guards like turns and he sort of says like his horse sort of drifts off from the group and just clops alongside the cart, and he says, "Sorry, please forgive my interruptions. I overheard you talking about something about the world just being destroyed."
Well, yeah, that's kind of the reason we were on our way to Nordhaunt. Maybe we're a bit in over our heads here, but there's some goings on there, which may end up with the world ending. Are you familiar with the Iron Pariah at all?
No, I don't know what that is.
Or Zulnakar?
Janus, get back to the front. The captain sort of like turns around and the sort of young guard sort of clops ahead and just goes back to the front.
What did you say his name was?
Janus.
Janus. Cool.
How long is this journey?
It's probably gonna be about 3 days, maybe 4 days.
Okay. Well,
Janus was like 18, right?
Yeah, he's maybe 18, 19.
Alright.
Like you see the captain sort of like whispering something to him. You sort of like make out like he's sort of saying, "They're prisoners of the Commonwealth. Just once they're in Volkheim, they're free to go, but just don't talk to them." Janus sort of like nods, but he like looks back over his shoulder at you, and you can sort of see that he's got sort of like a glint of curiosity in his eye.
I kind of lean into Scrimshaw. Alright, I say he's our way out of here.
I suppose so. But by the looks of it, he's probably not going to have much sway amongst the others. I mean, he's the youngest.
No, but he can help us get out in the night or something.
Well,
Well,
maybe then what? If one of them releases us, the others will just report us as runaways, and then what? Plus, we need to invest. Frankly, we need to do some investigation in Nordhaunt anyway. We need to find out where this is going on, and it's hard to do that if you're having to avoid any semblance of guard.
And it's kind of hard to do that when we're not allowed in the city and moving in the complete opposite direction.
That too.
Well, I don't mean to intrude, but like I said earlier, not all of us were put on that list. Myself and Sokka could probably get in it.
This is true. This is very true.
Would they
Oh.
not have a description?
I don't think Morna gave a name either.
I didn't give a name either.
So, I mean, I know it's not ideal, but you might have to trust. I know we're a bit young. Look at Saka. But,
Well, I mean, you're all about the same age, right?
what, me and her?
Well, all of you.
Gothra kind of tilts his head.
There's a Scrimshaw, and Gideon kind of puts his hand on Scrimshaw's shoulder. There's a slight difference between a 16-year-old and a. He looks towards Morna. 23.
Close enough.
I'm actually 60, but I'm flattered.
I was half expecting you to just be like, 38?
Yeah, 23-year-old. I mean, look, and Gideon kind of puts his face like next to Morna's, really awkwardly. It's like, can you see the difference?
Well, yeah, there's different skin tones. You're a lot shorter than she is.
What about, young, youthful complexion or wrinkles?
More like young.
You bitch!
Gideon feels pushed to the ground as Morna pushes him there.
It's like Cinder.
Ow!
Slaps
And
her
just
in the
push Gideon off the cart.
Just like splashes in a puddle.
Hey, wait. Gideon kind of hops back in it before the guards notice, hopefully.
Gothra kind of leans in. Well, if these three haven't given their names, then surely the rest of us can go under disguise or something.
I'm not confident that the name thing holds a lot of weight.
You just need to talk to them and to get them to let us back. They'll surely, if you just explain, they'll let us in. Explain good.
Unless it's like last time where it's all being ruled by something in league with them. I mean, don't you find it kind of odd that as soon as we disagree with Master Amon's plans and we decide not to work with him, Rangers show up?
Yeah, I did find that was a bit weird.
Like, I feel like if we had agreed with doing what he wanted, the Rangers would never have showed up.
Well, I mean, at this point, what he wanted for us to just bugger off.
Well, we've done that. We are in the process of buggering off.
If we don't do anything, then we will be essentially, somewhat against our will, buggered off.
So what I'm saying is, either way, even if they didn't have our names, we'd be in trouble in Nordhaunt anyway.
It's an
think
interesting
so.
Justification.
I think we'll, what used as a name, they'll have descriptions, I'm sure. And,
That's why we go in under disguise.
Well, until we get caught. Well, at the very least, when we get a Nordhorn, I wouldn't suggest hanging around, if we do get there, hanging around as a 6.
Find whatever tunnels lead underground and go there.
Well, are there many tunnels?
That's what I mean.
Would it be
We
able
look
to
for the
just...
tunnels, we look for them, try and go around Nordhaunt first, see if there's anything on the outskirts, and then go inside. If we can't find anything, maybe hit up the library if they have one.
I suppose if most of us just stay outside of Nordhaunt and don't go in, then the chances are lower.
This is
Just
true.
talk to the guards and try and convince them to let us go back.
Unless they're working for Amon.
Yeah, and if they are, then we'll just go.
I wouldn't suggest just killing them, Mona.
I mean, if they're working for Amon, they have to die.
No. Hold on, wait. Think this through, right?
Not everyone knows what they're working for.
Exactly. To most normal people, they're just Commonwealth soldiers. 4 Commonwealth soldiers go missing. Everyone wants us dead.
4 Commonwealth soldiers who are just colossal pricks.
Well, maybe they are.
They're just doing what they're told, frankly.
James is all right. He's willing to hear us out. The rest of them are fucking hard.
Well, it doesn't mean we kill them, though.
Talk loudly about how the world's going to end again. That worked last time.
Well, we got 3 days, so we might get another opportunity if we bide our time.
Yeah, but that is one. If it takes a day, you know, then that's one day in one direction. We have to ride it all the way back. Just do it now.
Well, what do we even say? How do we convince them from their perspective? Like, you know,
It's
if I
just
just
explain the
jump
whole
up,
thing.
if I just jump up and say, "Hey, you're gonna die if you don't let us go," that's gonna sound awfully like a threat.
Yeah, maybe don't phrase it like that.
Say something about how we didn't know what the tunnels were and we were just looking for the quickest way to stop a radical cult from ending the world and merging it with the dead god.
FYI, the quickest way would be via Berholtz on the road.
Wait, via Berholz?
Yeah, like that's the well, it's the quickest and safest way. Like, you don't really know how long it would have taken you to get to Nordhaunt through the tunnels.
And we wouldn't know where an entrance is necessarily.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Just come out of the sewers.
One moment. I'm just gonna pop my heads up. Excuse me. Is it all of the tunnels that people aren't allowed in, or just those bits that we were in there?
Who are you asking? The captain?
Yeah, just whoever will respond, really, but kind of aiming it towards the captain.
The captain sort of like looks over his shoulder and he says, I think it's just the tunnels around Nordhaunt. The governor has put a curfew around them recently.
Oh, so the people of Lasenia may not even know that that's in existence.
Well, it's been the case for 2 years, so
Okay, so fairly recent.
yes.
Do you get many people around there?
Well, there
This is
was
quite
a
dangerous. You probably get some corpses. It's quite unfortunate.
yes. It happened because a boy from Nordhaunt disappeared down into the tunnels. Was found. His body was found, and the tunnels were chosen to be sealed up after that point.
What condition was his body in?
He had just starved lost in the tunnels, I think.
Wasn't
So-
like torn apart or anything by.
No, I would have said he was torn apart if that was how he died.
I
In
mean,
such-
you could have just been trying to be respectful or something.
Goth, I kind of get in, nudges Gothric. Just quiet him down.
Mm.
To be fair, no one wants to tell a parent about a brutal death like that.
Exactly.
It's always better to go with the slightly nicer,
Starving
Sorry.
to death.
you know.
Starving to death's a lovely way to die.
Are you suggesting that he didn't die in that way, and I'm lying to you?
Not at
I'm
all.
suggesting nothing of the sort. Just that, well,
I was just a little confused as all. Usually when people say they found a body, they don't really describe how the body was, you know.
plus these
Yes,
are
usually
only
people just are empathetic about the fact a child died and don't inquire so much about how the child died.
Yeah.
Surely any child's death is enough to warrant the tunnels being closed. I'm sure you probably empathise.
I mean, I tend to kill things.
We
kill
agree.
monsters
We
in
agree,
my-
sir. We agree. We agree.
Good. He like sort of he rides off a bit and he sort of like gets off the horse and he says, "This is hard ground. We'll make camp here tonight."
Okay. So with the tunnels, I suppose that means then that the ban isn't so much. It's not so much to kind of criminalize those that are there, but it's to prevent people from getting themselves hurt.
Yes, but it's just a wide ban on entering the tunnels as well.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
It's no place for people who don't deserve to be there, or aren't entitled to be there.
I suppose deserve is a odd way of phrasing things. I mean, who deserves to be somewhere where they may be mauled to death by those things?
Starving.
Do you yourself know of the things that are down there?
No.
Oh. Well, frankly, that's probably good. If you had, then, well, if you had first-hand experience, then you might not be here today. Yeah, there's some fucked up stuff down there.
Well, that's even better reason for the tunnels being closed then.
Yes. So, look, the fucked up stuff down there is... We have reason to believe that that is not going to be contained to the tunnels.
And what evidence do you have?
Well, frankly,
Maps.
none. Sorry?
We've got some maps from Pietro, which like show where the Empire is and stuff. It could
Pietro
work.
has those maps. Like he gave you a drawing of like the area of Nordhaunt, I think. But
We don't
like,
have any.
yeah.
We don't have any physical evidence of that sort. We only have what we've learned through our experiences. But yeah, there is great danger under Nordhaunt, and well, we were hoping to be able to stop it, but you know, if we are to be taken away, then we can't really do that.
The captain like looks around. He sort of like orders a couple of the other guards to just start making the camp, and he sort of like takes you to one side and he says, "I didn't want to have to say this, but sometimes asking questions is safer for all of us. Not asking questions is safer for all of us."
Okay. I was confused for a second there.
Is it just Grimshaw taking the side?
Well, he's just sort of like
Can
just whispering
can
in
I-
Scrimshaw's ear.
Can I see what he means by that? Whether he has
Make an insight check.
whether he has like personal experience asking too many questions.
Oh yeah, he doesn't seem
or whether it's a
scarred or
threat.
anything. To you it more seems like he's just sort of saying there's a reason why you're being sent away, which isn't necessarily what they think. Like what the initial sort of thing is. What the initial reason is, basically. But like he's just saying like it's safer for you and for me if you just go.
Okay. Is it kind of private between me and him at the moment?
Just at the moment. But then as he says that, he begins like walking off, like to go to one of the other guards and help him like make a fire.
I'll go join the others for now.
Great. So are we going back?
I'm working on it. I'm working on
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Does he believe us?
I think he does.
Ah,
He knows there's some. He seems to know there's something going on. He doesn't want a part of it.
I
Cool.
don't blame him, to be honest.
He doesn't. He seems to kind of want to just sweep this under the rug and go on with his life, which, I mean, you know, you can't blame him that much for.
Won't be much of a life left if we don't get to Nordhaunt.
Yeah, but unless we have the evidence to back that up, it's too much of a risk, right?
Surely, do we have any of the sending stones?
We have a pair with us.
Or like, do we have a way to message any of our friends? Maybe we could message Pietro or...
Well, I mean, we could do, but what authorities does Pietro de Occulti have here? And I mean, to be honest, the guards might not even know who he is.
Mike, do we have a would that we know that if oh god, what's it called? If Nordhorn and the Port Delron get on?
The Commonwealth and
Yeah,
the Dancing
Commonwealth, that's
Coast.
it.
I think they're pretty neutral. They both are enemies of Tarsat.
Would they keep up with each other's news?
Possibly.
Okay.
The big thing is really though that like that would have to be through an ambassadorship sort of thing. Like Pietro would have no power in Nordhaunt. He would have to talk to the Commonwealth, and then the Commonwealth would do top down in Nordhaunt. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that you could get Pietro to talk to the people in Nordhaunt, and they would have like he would have basically no reason to do it.
We could have Aaron quote unquote kidnap us. If you get my meaning.
I feel like we've put her through way too much recently. I don't think she'll want to do something else.
I know it's a possibility. I don't like the idea of just going with these guards where they need us to go. We need a way out.
I think that these guards don't want to be. I don't think they want to be doing this. They don't have any personal investment in us.
But it looks
Going
like
back to Volkeem.
it looks like they're gonna do it anyway.
Well,
Because they're scared of what happens if they don't.
Yeah, which is why we need to get out, or at least go to Volkheim and then head back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to
I
convince
think-
them to take us back.
I don't think they could be convinced to take us to Nordhaunt.
If we can't convince them,
But
then
I think they could be convinced to let us go where we are and make our own way.
and if they won't,
Well, then, if they won't, the options either start at Volkeem, they start with violence, which I am opposed to.
I could
the
do
more-
a distraction.
Well,
I could like shapeshift into something, hide somewhere, and then you could like distract and say I run away or something, and then
say she's been eaten by a bear.
that might send some of them away and make stuff easier.
Regardless, I think in that case, the issue is that they then beat us back to back to Nordhaunt. They get the word out before we can find this place. Unless we don't actually need to go to the town at all. Say it's under Nordhaunt, but the entrance could be in the city, it could be outside the city, we just don't know.
But we don't know that until we get there.
But how are we going to do any investigation if the city's on high alert for us?
I mean,
Town, I don't
Yeah.
know how big it is.
we're gonna have to get there anyway at some point. And they got our names now. It's always going to be the same condition. We need to get there at some point. It would just be better to do it now.
Yeah, ask them to take us back, and if they don't, we'll just leave.
I'm not sure I agree.
What do you think?
I agree with Scrimshaw. I think we should go to Volkheim and then go back. I know it takes longer and we don't necessarily have the time, but I just think it's too risky otherwise.
No, we don't have the time to do that.
We don't.
I'm trying with the captain. He doesn't seem completely unsympathetic.
Yeah, the problem is you're trying with the captain. We don't know if it's for sure gonna happen. I feel like we at least need to. I feel like we need to at least consider that things aren't going to end the way we want them to, and that this might end up resulting in at least a few of them dying.
No, you're not thinking of the consequences here at all, Gothric.
Why do you always jump to murder?
I
It's not. I know it works in the mountains, but it doesn't work here. Wait, I mean there is a mountain right there, but it doesn't work here.
Saka, you were gonna say?
my brother can charm people. Worst case, before violence, he can maybe try and charm the main dude.
Yeah, but as soon as they know we've gone, they can just message back.
This is true.
I mean, like suggestion or something though.
Plus,
That's
these
true.
spells, they're not untelegraphed. If he starts casting spells on one of them, then the others will see.
I do have
It's
suggestion
just
too.
very, very subtle about it.
I don't think the peaceful option is the quick option, and the quick option is the safest option.
It's short term, yeah, but not long term.
I mean, if we don't get there in time, the long-term consequence, everyone fucking dies.
I think we have the time.
Including them.
I think we have the time. I disagree.
I say if they don't let us go by tomorrow, then we're just gonna have to leave.
Mike,
Yes.
the verbal component of suggestion, is that just... Would
That's
you
the
consider that just to
suggestion.
be the
Yeah,
words that
that's
you
the-
want
yeah,
them to
yeah,
do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyone with any magical knowledge could probably tell that you were casting a spell.
And they are rangers.
Yeah, it depends how well trained they are. Like,
Yeah.
Because
I mean-
there's no somatic
I mean, the
components, but
captain's
there's
obviously
verbal and
well-trained.
material.
At least to like not cause violence, maybe that like just before, like if I don't know, last resort before fighting, you know.
I have suggestion. Well, Gideon has suggestion too.
I also have suggestions.
Yeah, so we can do three
I
of
have
them at the same
suggestions.
time.
You guys could just hide behind me, and then because is it just verbal? You'd have to speak.
We could just say we need to take a shit, hide in the bushes, and then leave.
There is a material
That's-
component as well.
I somehow believe that won't work.
They,
never know.
they have to be
And it's a
fondling their
creature you
focus.
have to see.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I can't. If I do it tomorrow, I can put it as one of my spells that I can use easily. That might speed things up. For me, anyway. But I just want you to know I'm not happy with this solution.
Okay. Well, I just want them to take us back. So I think that's the best option. And then if they don't do
they're
that,
gonna take us back.
So, I guess. Well, I mean, between you can do 3 each. If we covered if we covered all of them, then maybe it'll be okay.
Maybe.
I wasn't trying to steer it, I was just saying like instead of fighting it's possible.
Yeah.
It seems reasonable. If we can't convince them through normal words, then
at
And
last,
say the spell fails.
sorry.
What if the spell fails? Then they're gonna be wise to us trying to...
At least if 3 of us do 3 people each, that's 9 people that have to make the save. Surely one of them.
yeah, there's 5 of them, so
Yeah, but then
so
the
it can be
rest of them
overlap.
will know and will try to kill us.
well,
Not if we get them to kill them.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
Not that I'm suggesting killing.
That's not how the spell works.
No, I know. I'm just.
It's a reasonable suggestion.
Okay. Right.
yeah, which is take us back because it lasts 8 hours, right? So they could, if we do it now, they could probably. How long have we been traveling for? A day, right?
yeah.
So they might be able to get all the way back to Nordhaunt.
Can we just ask them to be more susceptible to listening to us
No,
talk?
you weren't in
No.
Nordhaunt when you left. You weren't even near Nordhaunt. You were in
No.
a camp which was about
I-
60
I-
miles away from Nordhaunt.
I think we should just suggest that they let us go where we are, so that we can make our own way there. And while it's not as fast as horseback,
I mean, there'll be people waiting for us at the next town, and if they turn up and say, "Oh yeah, we just let them go,"
well,
you know what I mean?
why would there be people waiting for us in
At the next camp,
in
At the
Volga?
next town.
Well, I I don't believe there would be anyone waiting for us at Valheim. I think these are the people that would be dropping us off and confirming that we've been dropped off.
Well, I hope they didn't send ahead an owl or a raven or something.
Depending on how far away their next city is, it might last as long as they get there.
Frankly, I'm not sure that captain wanted word of this happening traveling. I think you just wanted to get rid of us and have it be quiet.
Alright, I'm gonna let you guys make this decision. I'll have your backs whatever you choose, but if you get me killed, I swear to God I will find you in the afterlife.
I mean, you know where I stand, but whatever you guys want to do, I'm willing to do.
I think we should first of all just try and talk them into taking us back. Give them a bit of a spook if we need to, and then if not, suggest that they let us go. And if not, then I guess, we have to fight our way out.
Like my point has been like not to immediately go and do it. It's like have the possibility there in case that does come up.
Question: do they have any drink with them?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, they've got like water skins.
Like ale? Like would
Maybe
they
wine.
be drinking around the campfire?
Yeah, they've got like a little couple of skins of wine they bring out like now. They're starting to bring out now. But they've been drinking water most of the day.
If we let them have a bit of wine first, might help us with.
That's true. We could join them at the campfire.
Yeah. Do any of us have anything to drink?
No.
Nothing particularly fancy.
You've got a couple of like basic supplies that the camp gave you.
I could make some water taste and smell like alcohol.
Nice.
Join them in a drinking competition and be completely fine.
That's really good.
I like this plan.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, just use that at whatever taverns we come across from now on. Win drinking games, get money.
Abandon the plot. Just go and what's the word? Oh, what's the word for when you
Hustle.
like pretend to be? Yeah, hustle. Go hustle in drinking games. Like, haha, I am immune. Oh, not immune resistant, but. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so maybe wait for them to have a little bit of a drink before joining them. I think.
Okay.
Maybe just go and kind of sit down.
Okay. Yeah, like one of them sort of telling a story about when he like came across like a nest of like kenkus in the woods. And like he's saying how like the mother found this fucking ring that he swore like was his like neighbor's ring, and he was like, "How the fuck did they get that?" And then they ended up killing the fucking band of kenkus, and everyone's just like looking at him like, "What?" and then he's like, "And I have this ring today," and he like brings it out. It's just like this really shiny ring. It's like I always wanted this ring. Like the captain's just like looking at him like, "What the fuck?"
Now I really want to kill this guy. Fucking hell. That is evil.
Oof.
Oh.
One hell of a story.
He like turns to you, Scrimshaw, and he says, "So what weird ass fucking thing happened to you?"
Oh, I'd rather not describe it. Very painful. Very oof. Yeah. Don't mess with powerful wizards.
Another one of the guards says, "Looks like his mum was an acorn. His dad was a tiefling." The captain sort of says, "All right, that's enough."
It's okay. I'm used to it. Just like plop myself down and start swigging from the alcohol.
Yeah.
So, any you got families back home?
The captain sort of says, Yeah, all of us but Janus. Janus is new recruit, newbie. Hasn't even got a girl at home.
Oh. Got an out. Wait, do you say he hasn't got a girl back home? Or
No,
does?
he ain't got a girl. No.
Got your eye on anyone?
Janus sort of looks a bit like embarrassed. No.
It's me, isn't it?
he like shyly looks away.
I feel like I'm sure things will pick up. I'm sure things will pick up for you, and it's kind of like raise the skin and take another swig.
Hey, Mona. I don't know if you saw that eye look, but I think Janus is on about you.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That'd be nice.
It's a bit of a cougar, are you?
How old is he? I thought he was 18.
Yeah, he's like 18.
Yeah,
That's a fairly
that's like 5 years younger than me.
That's like Dran and I.
Still a cougar.
Anyway. Yeah, like basically every chance I get, I'm gonna like for something to raise the drink and take another swig. I'm gonna do it to try and like convince them to drink more.
Okay. Yeah, alright, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, you say?
Yeah. Nice. Like the captain's like, do you even drink? Like turns to you.
Well, socially.
I'm gonna take a swig of his drink, alcohol, Scrimshaw's.
Like the captain
That's
just
good,
like
thank
stares at you and he's like, why are you all drinking out of your water skins?
Oh, I'm just gonna like hand over the nozzle for him to sniff.
Okay, he like sniffs it. He's like, fucking hell, what is that?
Scrimshaw's finest.
What, you made it?
Sounds like pee.
Yeah.
And he's like, alright, give it here. And he like takes a swig. He like spits out like, fucking hell. That shit tastes like fucking, I'm not even sure what that tastes like. I probably had fucking piss water that's better than that.
Yeah, you don't drink it for the taste.
Yeah, my well, you know, when this happened, I just kind of point to myself. Taste buds, you know, they weren't first on the preservation, so I need something a bit strong to really taste anything, really.
Yeah. Oh, actually then, you might like some of this. And he sort of like goes around one of his packs that he's got on the ground, and he sort of like takes out this tiny little vial of just like black liquid. And it's got like a dropper on it.
Alright.
And he's like, yeah, I think 1 or 2 drops might do you then, if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Is this alcohol or some kind of drug? Yeah, sure, why not? It sounds like a plan.
Like he
Yeah.
does a dropper on himself. He just like does one, and then he goes to you, Scrimshaw. He puts like a couple of drops on your tongue. It goes around all of you basically.
No, I think I'll pass. Thank you very much.
Oh really?
I'm really good for it. Sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll have a drop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gideon,
Okay.
I thought you were cool.
No, if you have any milk, I'll have it. But
Come on, be one
no,
of
we
the
don't have any milk.
oh, that's
don't-
a shame.
We don't carry milk around with us.
Well, my Annie always said it.
drinker.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with milk.
Oh yeah, we just got a goat we bring with us all the time.
My Annie always did do that actually.
Okay, so who's taken the dropper?
I am.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so like you see the captain sort of sit down and just sort of like begin sort of looking at you and smiling, and then his face like begins to warp slightly, and like everything begins to shift.
Uh-oh. I don't think I have enough protection from poison for this.
Did you do it as well, Saka?
No.
Oh no. Okay. He's like, the captain's like, yeah, I got one. I got this from some fucking traveling merchant that came up to Nordhaunt maybe half a year ago. It's a bunch of like I don't know, weird mushroom juice all in a fucking vial.
You sure the mushrooms are good, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is really good, man. You're gonna see.
Is it having any effect on Scrimshaw?
Probably not that much of an effect, but you do see everything become like a lot brighter. Like the contrast has been turned up a little.
I get the feeling this is going to be one of those Gideon Saka adventures that will go to dark and everyone will get pissed and then they'll all get attacked by a bear and we have to save the day. You just watch.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
It was Saka all along.
Yeah.
Saka actually just like chugs the rest of the vial, thinks that everyone else thinks that the rest of us are mind flayers, and starts tearing into us as a bear.
Don't give me ideas.
Yeah, you feel very warm and very happy as well. Like you just want to hug everyone.
Did the soldiers have it as well?
Just the captain.
Okay.
Yeah, the captain's like, it's good for nerves, you know.
I mean, maybe Janus could take some. Maybe he'll be better off with the girls.
Janus is like, no, thank you.
Come on, Janus.
Janus.
Janus like stands up and he's like, I don't want to take any of your drugs. Just like walks up into the woods. Fucking captain's like, oh, fucking kid, right? It's like,
Fucking A. Yeah.
He's young. Well, I mean, all of you are, but you know, he's younger.
Wait, how old are you?
Wait, what year is it?
817. Actually, it's not in the Commonwealth. It's not 817. It is in the Commonwealth. Hang on, let me just check. I think it's 317 in the Commonwealth.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah,
Go back in time in the tunnels.
Huh?
Go back in time in the tunnels.
365.
Wow,
No, it's
dude.
because they count their year one as from the invasion of the Regidai Empire. So 365 is the current year in the Commonwealth.
Okay, so it's 365 here, right?
Yeah.
So wait, let me do some maths. This is hard. Oh, the numbers are just appearing in front of me. This is weird.
Like a leaf comes down and it just looks like a 6 or something.
Minus something.
What?
Yeah, definitely minus something.
He's like 70.
No, that's
Shut up.
what?
70?
like-
Fucking hell.
I'm like 24.
I wish I was 70.
Half-orcs kind of mature at the age of 14.
Haha, well, it's not like you're gonna get much older now. Cry.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know.
Oh, when we all die in a week or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the end of the world's gonna happen. So, yeah, come on, keep up.
He like stands up, he's like, the end of the world's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I need to get my sword, and he like takes his sword out, he's like swishes it around. He's like,
Oh, not right now.
Be
not
gone,
right
be
now.
gone.
It's okay. Oh, you got it! Oh, good job,
Yeah.
Did
man!
I get it? Did I get
Well
it? Did I get
done.
it?
Savior!
Nice,
Wait,
nice,
what was the captain's name?
Oh.
I don't think you
he told
actually.
us.
Yeah, I don't think he told you his name. It's Marad.
Married.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I've been practicing. He's like swishes the blade around a bit.
Oh, but yeah, for real. Yeah, I think like there's that. Did I tell you about the shit under Nordhaunt?
No.
Do you know who the Iron Prior is?
The Emperor.
Yeah.
Just in folk tales.
Oh well, there's some dudes that are gonna wake him up, and he's gonna start fucking everyone shit up.
Why?
I don't know, they're assholes. Frankly, like the
What,
guy
do they
that,
have-
like, you know, the guy that I lived with, like, he was kind of a slaver, and like he was a bit of a dick, but he didn't want to like end the world or anything. But these guys, like, they just want to make everyone be part of a god or something, and they think that if they just release the Iron Pariah, then that'll happen.
Yeah, that's why we were on the way to Nordhaunt.
Yeah, we
It's
were trying to stop it.
Nordhaunt, so we were trying to stop the end of the world, and now you've sent us away. It's just gonna happen. So.
Oh shit! And he like sort of says, "But the governor said that you were gonna." And he's like looks away. And he's like, "No, it's good. No, tell me not. Tell me not.
Wait,
To
what are we gonna do?
Tell me not to
What
say
are we
it.
gonna do?
No,
Come on.
no.
We're all buddies here, right? We're all friends here.
Yeah, but your face looks like spiders.
Yeah, we're all friends here. How about we have a bet? And if you lose, you tell me. And if
How about a drinking competition?
yeah,
Oh no.
Drinking. Yes. Oh, okay. I got the perfect drink, and he pulls out the bottle.
Oh.
I am down. Wait. If you go unconscious, you can't tell us.
That's true. I might as well tell you now
So
before
how
we
about...
do it.
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
No, that's not how games work.
Okay, how about this? You write it down,
Yes.
and you put it on the ground,
In the fire.
and then... Sorry?
In the fire.
No. You put it safe somewhere, like under a rock.
In my pants.
Okay.
In your pants.
Okay.
Oh god. Whereabouts?
Just like
Perception.
leave a bit sticking out so we can pull it out. Don't have to rummage around in it. But neither of us want that.
Oh, I can put it
Yeah,
out.
you're a handsome guy and everything, but not into that.
Thank you. I'm married. Sorry.
I'm sure she's not into that either. Then.
This guy.
I'm
Yeah,
married,
just like leave it sticking out a bit. You write it down. Leave it sticking out a bit.
and
then...
I'm married as well.
Is that where his name come from? You looked at it. Looked at the.
Yeah, on
bio, he's
the-
like, oh, he's married.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like,
married the married man.
yeah. God, mate, you would hate to meet my wife. She's called Marriage.
I'm sure she's lovely. So,
Sorry, what were we doing again?
oh, you were writing down what we apparently were going to do on some
Oh,
paper.
the
that's
government.
yeah. Okay, I'll do that right now. He begins writing it down.
It might not be legible because he's pretty fucked up. Sorry, fluffed up.
Fluffed up.
How about you go and make sure the handwriting's okay?
Yeah, Morna can check it. She'll be the referee.
Yeah.
Someone who is also high.
Saka can read.
Saka can read.
Oh my
Gideon's
God.
actually really good at reading. Like, I have never seen a man read as quick as this boy. Like, he can
Yeah.
read at like he can read faster than I can write
Well,
by
How
a
about-
lot.
How
They
about
did s-
Gideon just make sure that the handwriting is legible? Nudge, nudge.
the chosen one shall certainly comply if that's what we want.
No,
Yes.
no. I must write it. He just begins writing it like on a rock, and he then gets it and he like holds it up and he's like, yes, and then he's like scrunches it up and puts it in his pants.
All right, let's get cracking.
Uh-oh.
what's
You first or me?
game gonna play?
What? Oh, drink. Yeah. You can go first.
All right.
Why don't you flip on it?
What game are you playing?
I don't know. A drinking competition, but we haven't said any rules, and he kind of looks just like he's twisting around a bit, but it's fine. Okay. Right. You drink. Actually, we won't do it with this horrible bottle of stuff. We'll do it with our own alcohol, but we're gonna swap. Okay. And he like hands it. He's like, because I quite like your
Oh.
stuff, even though it tastes funny.
It is a bit poisonous.
All alcohol's poisonous, mate. And he just grabs the skin off you and gives you his one.
All right, we'll take turns. I'll drink some of his.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
This grinning.
Sort of like half an hour later, he's like completely blacked out, and the rest of the guards have fallen asleep.
Oh, can I try and get the paper out of his pants?
Yeah, sure. Make a sleight of hand. Oh yeah, that's definitely enough. Can you imagine? It was like, that's not enough. Okay. This is what you find in the.
Do it too high and he gets a boner.
Oh yeah.
Where is it?
It should be in your journal. It's just called Note, I think.
Just a long squiggly line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You found it?
Oh no! I'm gonna show it to.
I don't see it.
Everyone.
Yeah, neither do I.
I'll show it to everyone.
Yeah.
Is this working? Apparently it's not working. Let me just put it in. I'll put it in your journal.
I'll just say it. Governor Amon Drax says you're going to cause some trouble with staff! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! What's exclamation marks?
Governor Amon?
Yeah, Governor Amon.
Governor Amon?
Governor Amon.
Fucking
fuck
hell.
This shit. Let's just go. Fuck 'em.
Wait. Don't we have a letter that mentions Amon?
Yeah.
I mean, we've met him a few times. Gothric, are you that drunk?
No, I mean, like, do we have a letter that mentions Amon's name?
Oh, we do.
Might
Wait, do we?
go against this.
Do we? Wait,
We do
that
have
letter. Get the letter out. Get the letter out.
Soon
I mean, can you be more specific?
The letter!
What's
I'm
up?
going to get the letter out. I don't know who has it. But,
Probably
Anthony.
Gideon.
Gideon, pass me the letter. I'm going to do a dramatic
I'm just
reading.
gonna throw the notes.
Dearest Rosalind, soon Ethmer and I will join you on a journey to find the Iron Pariah. We know who owns the key to enter this domain and what we must do, in brackets, too. Don't know what that means. You may tell Velos that our agreement still stands with Naruzatar. Despite recent fallbacks, the Master tells me that it is all to plan. War is only a matter of time. And then a code. I mean, there's also some other bits, but... And there's code. Maybe he knows what the code is. Maybe they all know what the code is. So what the code is.
I don't want to be rude, but I still didn't see a mention of Amon. I mean, alcohol does a really funny thing to adults, doesn't it, Sokka?
It does.
That was not alcohol.
It really is an alcohol.
Look,
Nice,
Gideon number 1 and Gideon number 2.
and Gideon number 3 with
And
the
wait.
mustache.
Can I work
Wait,
out
when
what's
did you
wrong
become a
with them?
mind flayer?
What's a mind
Sorry,
flare?
what was that, Sokka?
Can I see what's wrong with them? Whether it's like alcohol or like
It's not
poison
alcohol.
or like.
Yeah, they just drank a lot. Like they got into the spirit.
I mean, like, do I have anything that could cure it if I need to, like lesser restoration or like?
yeah, I think
protection
lesser
from
restoration
poison?
will probably sober them up. But actually, you realise now, looking around, that Janice doesn't come back.
Oh shit.
Is it
Should
just
we-
Sokka that notices that?
Yeah, because the rest of you. Oh, Gideon probably notices as well.
Hey, Sokka.
Yeah.
I don't really want to tell the others because, no offense, they'll get lost in the woods.
Do you want me to like cure him? I can get rid of their ailments.
Nah.
What about just like one of them?
Nah.
Then what are we gonna do?
Leave. Find Janice.
What if something happened to him?
Well, hopefully we'll find out. But to be honest, I'm kind of fed up with drunk people. Don't know about you. Is Darius drunk as well?
Darius is passed out.
Okay.
Can I Can I cure him so he's not passed out?
Yeah, but you probably know that Darius quite likes this state. And might harbor
But
some
he's
resentment
difficult to
against
move
you.
when he's like this. Can I take the bottle to
Yeah.
like?
Yeah. Yeah, he might harbor some resentment to you if you
Yeah.
end his trip.
Cure him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cure
I'm
me of
gonna
happiness.
Use one lesser restoration on Darius, just
Okay.
so he's prepped and ready if we want to leave.
Okay. Darius is like, "Ugh, what the fuck?
It's fine. I took the bottle. You can resume later.
Wait, Darius,
Darius,
you're fine?
He's up.
How'd
Let's
you do
party.
You're a monster.
Okay, you guys are right. We should go together if you're going somewhere. Just leave
Where
me.
are we go? Wait, where are we
Where are
going?
we going?
Are we going on a trip?
Nowhere.
In our
Sort of.
favorite rocket ship.
Oh
Should-
no!
do we bring clothes?
Place to go.
No! Oh, I got triggered so hard. Alright, okay.
Right, stop.
Get
Stop
banned
it.
from YouTube
Stop
if I go
it.
down this line of. Alright,
Stop
okay.
it.
I'm not. I've
It's hard to get banned
stopped.
from YouTube.
Yeah. that's
Twitch? Yeah.
true. Yeah. that's
YouTube.
true.
Alright.
Right. Okay. So, that just completely threw me off. Yeah. So, what are you guys doing? What's going on?
Well,
Are we going on a trip?
no, we're not going on a trip, Scrimshaw.
Surely
You're
we
gonna
think we're already on a trip.
just sit down here and go on a trip with Darius. Yeah.
There's like, that would be nice to like give staggers to Saka.
Where's the bottle gone?
Yes, let's get more. And he like stands up and like fiendishly walks over to Marid's body, that unconscious body. It's like fingers looking through his pockets.
What? Hello?
How much do you think a Bulgura could drink?
No. No. Please don't do it.
Oh,
Don't
there's
do
like,
that right
do
now.
it, do it, do it. Just fucking do it.
It'd be fun though.
It'd
It'd
be-
be fun.
Oh, it's
It would be
great. This is like the best plan anyone has.
Alright.
Maybe not with these guys around. I don't know how hard they are to rip into. And I'm not confident we can put them back together. So maybe we'll try it. We'll get some of this for ourselves, and we will try this when this Iron Prior shit is sorted out.
Yes.
So boring.
While everyone's talking, can I kind of look to see which way Janus might have gone?
You know the general direction he went in, but
We
it's
do.
like it's wooded, so like
I'm
after
gonna-
maybe about 50 feet, like you can't
Does he
really see
have any
them.
footprints? Did he leave any footprints?
You can do a nature check, a survival check to try and find them if you want.
Survival, sure.
Yeah, but you're
hang on.
tripping at balls, so you'll be you'll be
Do you want me
disadvantaged.
I mean, would you know that he's
Oh,
missing?
that's stealth.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, actually, yeah. Gothric actually is unaware currently of
Oh, right.
that
Can I
Janus is
check?
missing. Yeah, you can do a survival check for me.
Survival. Oh. Hope. Gothric. Actually, I wouldn't know. Never mind, ignore that.
Yeah, you can't really find any. Like it's hard ground here, and it hasn't rained in a while, so like
Yeah.
not much in the way of footprints being left.
It seems Janus went off that way somewhere. And Gideon turns around and sees what everyone else is doing. I mean, 20 minutes walking that way wouldn't hurt, right?
If we
Scrimshaw's
wanna
just pulling
find
up
him-
the eyelids and letting go on Marid.
His eyes are like completely rolled to the back of his head and sort of dribbling.
Is he still alive?
If he wants,
There's his pulse. I can see his pulse. It's fine.
Okay.
Or is
And
that my pulse?
you
Wait,
don't have a pulse.
wait.
You don't know.
But I
that.
do right now. Oh no, never. No, that's his. Never mind.
you got his hand on his leg. Like, it was like a
I-
thigh.
I would like to cuddle up with some, not like in a creepy way, just like go and sleep with the guards, not like that, but like sleep in the same tent as the guards, so if anything happens, they'll protect me. That's my thinking.
Everyone's sleeping outside, like while around a campfire.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go and sleep next to the strongest looking guard.
Okay, cool.
And just go to sleep.
Weirdly, it's the one who had stolen that ring from those Kenkus that he killed.
Maybe not that one.
You take the ring, put it on your finger, and then in the morning claim that he proposed.
Yes!
Yes!
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. Take it off. Nice. All right, you slip the ring off and put it on. And you go invisible. No, you don't.
Oh.
It's a ring of spell storing with wish added in.
Yeah, 4 wishes.
So is it actually, it's not magical, is it?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on and then cuddle up to him and go to sleep.
You wake up as a Kenku.
Oh god, no.
It's the ring of Kenku past. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So Mona's gone to sleep. Sakura and Gideon, what are you doing? Just gonna go off into the woods.
If we're gonna find them, I could shape change into like a dog or something to help with tracking.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll turn into like a wolf. Wolf.
Alright. Alright, okay.
I'm gonna put dark vision on myself.
Where did Sakura go?
Alright, so you guys managed to sneak off into the woods. Just in the general direction of Janus?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way through the undergrowth, sort of the snapping of twigs and trees around you. Like, sort of a breeze going through the trees sort of makes a large rustling around you. It's quite hard to tell really what sounds are what. But make a survival check for me with advantage, Saka, if you're like searching.
Okay. Oh dear.
Not amazing, but that's fine. Okay. You sort of have like the general direction of that somebody has moved through this area. Also make a perception check for one of you. You can actually one of you can just do it with advantage. Either one. It's not you.
You do it again, Sophie.
Okay.
I'm kind of like I guess I'm
Oh my
like.
god! Saka's back, she has that once again.
Okay. Nice.
So, Sucker, I'm hearing a lot of woofing, but not much doing. You're right there.
Oh, my eyes were closed. Oh.
Okay.
Do we perceive anything?
You're sort of like making your way through the trees at the moment. I don't think that you can probably make out anything right now. But as you get maybe 10 minutes into the walk, you guys sort of begin hearing like the noise of someone in the trees walking around, like snapping of branches and stuff. But you're not really sure what that is. But it's like over towards the north somewhere. Like you hear like a.
I like nudge his hand like a yes.
Ugh, why is your hand so wet? I mean your mouth, sorry.
I know.
I meant mouth.
Where's your hat? What?
I meant mouth. It's like nuzzles, you know what I mean? Like dogs and they're slobbery.
Yeah.
But not hand, definitely not hand.
Where's your hand so wet?
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Back in the room.
Okay, and so yeah, you. What are you heading towards the noise or away from the noise, or since you?
Yeah, I kind of take my wand out and kind of like holding it readied.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
It is 14.
Minus 15.
Okay. You like make your way over to this sort of like large tree, and you see like a, sort of a body, like a silhouette of a body, just like slumped up against the tree. In the distance.
Okay. Hey, did you ever like read those books when you were little? You know, those strange things that happen in woods to children.
Can I like start growling quietly as I approach?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think we might have ended up in one of those. I can see you walking forward there. You know, we could just go back, but okay.
I keep going forward.
Okay.
Let's just keep on going forward then.
All right. So you guys continue going forward, and as you like come up to this silhouette, like it's Janus, and he sort of like coughs away because sputters a little bit, and he's like coughs blood, and you like see he's holding a large wound on his chest. Like a large claw has like torn through it, and like his guts have sort of spilled out.
Can I heal him
Yeah.
with Balm of the Summer Court?
Do you have to go out of form to do that?
No.
Not as a druid, no. Okay.
8 and 2 temporary HP, and then I like howl.
Okay. As you do that, you hear rustling right behind there, and this large, like bear-like creature with a bird's face, like a big bird's face, is like sort of like nudging towards you, and it's got two younger ones like right beside it, like either side, like sort of like curling up behind it, and it look like you're looking around now. It looks like you've walked into like a fucking nest of an owlbear. And it's like, all right, roll initiative, you two.
Nice.
Let me just find a map for you. Nice.
Oh no! I didn't click.
It's as the
Well,
wolf.
I didn't.
Yeah, your icon's not on the screen anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
It's as the wolf as well, so it should be higher.
Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling that like in 20 minutes time you all are going to kind of realize and kind of drunkenly stumble through the wood and end up in like an owlbear town or something instead of
Actually, I'll just
think.
what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put you guys. I'm just gonna put you guys here. And we'll just do it theatre of the mind,
Alright.
so I don't have to get a battle map ready.
Oh my god, we're huge.
I'm already by Volkheim.
It's fine, it's the other side of the mountain.
Well, no, Saka's by Volkheim.
Yeah, there's a whole mountain in the way. All right, yeah. So okay, so sorry, hang on. Music.
I take it you're still a wolf, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just add this.
So a dire wolf, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are surprised. So just see how that is. And then Saka got a 19. And Gideon got a 6. And Janus is still a bit ill, so he's not really going to take part in this fight. But so Saka, you're surprised on this round, so you end your turn. The owlbear rushes up towards you and Gideon. He's going to beak Gideon and claw you. So 21 to hit on Gideon, and 12 to hit on Saka. That's quite low.
No.
Okay, so Gideon, you take 11 piercing damage.
Cool.
Right, and then Gideon, you're surprised, and now it's Saka's turn.
I'm gonna convert out of wolf form and cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And say we're gonna leave.
Okay.
Just
all right, make a persuasion check.
oh god, my charisma is not very good.
If you get another one, that's gonna be so
This is
funny.
character development. This is
Animal
what you have.
handling, maybe?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, nice.
Nice. You see the owlbear going like, tell him to drop it, and you see Janus is like a fucking egg, like in his bag that's just like poking out. Okay, is there anything else you're doing, Saka?
Can I walk over to what's his face, the dude that slumped over, and kind of like drag him away and leave the bag there. Or, like...
you've used an action, so you wouldn't be able to like drag him away, but like
Okay.
you can move over there.
I'll tell the owlbear, you can have the bag. I'll just like take him away. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. The owlbear rushes past you two. Are you either of you going to opportunity attack?
No.
He's going to attack Janus twice. That's a 25 and 21. Okay, Janus is on 2 death saves. Alright, Gideon.
Would Gideon
like
have any
slashing
idea
into
of
Janus.
like,
Janus is like, just like spits again.
Would Gideon have any idea about the interaction between Janus and
No, Saka.
not Janus, Saka and the bear? Sorry.
She talks with her hands a little bit, but
What,
probably...
her paws.
Well, she changed out of.
Okay.
Wolf.
Alright. I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're not really sure because Saka's been speaking in owlbear language.
Right. Can I like cast invisibility on Janus?
You have to walk over to him and touch him for that.
Yeah, go on.
All right, so you run over to Janus. The owlbear like looks at you and is like, just being snarling at you. Saka.
I say, okay, we're gonna leave. Can I take the dude that tried to steal?
I just turned him invisible.
Never mind, ignore that. I'm just gonna scoot.
He's just
We're gonna leave you alone. See ya.
Alright, so Saka runs off.
Saka, where are you going?
I don't run. I just kind of walk and turn and wait for Gideon. I don't like run. With
Yeah,
him.
owlbear's going to attack Gideon twice then.
Uh-oh.
That's a 20 and a 20 again.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 15 piercing damage and 12 slashing damage.
Alright, so that's 27
27
total, yeah.
in total, yeah.
That's alright. So
I can see how owlbears are like really like low party level killers.
Oh yeah.
Like,
and then minus 37. Okay, cool.
yeah, they do a lot of damage, holy shit. Okay, alright, that's that. Right, Gideon. Yeah, you this bear just like oh, you need to make 2 constitution saving throws as well for the invisibility.
Okay.
So you need to beat 10. Okay, and then the second one. Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry, Mr. Owlbear, and I'm sorry, Janus, but this might hurt a little bit. And I cast what's it called? Thunderstep.
You're gonna pick Janus up and Thunderstep away.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Right. You see the bear just the bag just like fucking yeets away, and like the egg just is like flying out, just like in a parabola just above you, just and you disappear off to wherever Saka is, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
So Constitution saving throw on the owlbear. That's a 19, so it takes half damage.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me do that.
Okay, so that's gonna be 3 damage.
It's fine. It's just a little scratch.
All right, Saka. You just at the moment you can see this like fucking egg just flying above you. At the moment it's in like one piece. It's like hot potato.
Can I cast Entangle on it to try and like safely like catch it?
I think Entangle is just ground only, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you rolled for me, my druid.
Yeah, I think you can make like try and make a net on the ground, but it may or may not be enough.
It's the 20-foot square.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a square, like not
You like
cube.
turn into a bird and.
Could I do it vertically square?
No.
Nice.
Damn.
It'd be like a wall of vines or something. Yeah, no, it's just on the ground. It says from the ground in a 20-foot square. So.
Funnily enough, so I'm prepared.
What?
What's that? You cut out.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Said wall of iron.
How
but,
high up is it?
Maybe 20 feet up at the moment. You could try and like maneuver under it and try and catch it when it lands on the ground, which will be like next turn.
You'll have an owlbear friend for life.
I know, I really want one.
It's like you're playing American football with this fucking Easter with this fucking
Come back
owlbear.
with an owlbear in the party.
Try and catch. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll do freaking entangle on the ground as like a net where I think it's gonna land.
Okay, and you're gonna try and catch it as well.
If I think I can catch it without it breaking.
Yeah, you should be able to, depending on your dexterity save.
My dexterity isn't very high.
Come on,
Alright.
big play.
I think with the entangle, I'll give you advantage on the catch.
What if
Yeah.
I cast it at a higher level?
How high?
Maybe
How high?
slightly
Yeah,
bigger
what?
one.
How high level do you want to cast it at?
Maybe second level, just for a slightly bigger net, just like to give me as much of a chance as possible.
Oh, it will almost certainly get in the net, but you're not really
Okay.
sure how well that's going to do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of your turn, make a dexterity save to try and catch the egg.
Please be good.
Hey.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
not
You see the egg beginning to fall top over tail, and you're like, vines begin to sprout around you, and you just sort of like. You jump up and just catch it, and it like slips out of your hand slightly, but as you like fall back, you like catch it again and just land on the net, which like protects you, like cushions your blow, and just the egg is like completely safe. And the owlbear is like turns around after being just like shocked by this thunderstep. It like turns and sees you and just is going.
Can I like just pop it on the ground and step back?
Yeah, it's not attacking you yet. It's going to hold its action to see what you do. All right, Gideon.
Yeah.
Can I like start patting on the ground to look for Janus?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Slap him across the face and lose him his last death save.
Oh god,
Okay, yeah, you find his leg, but like he actually, I need to do a death save for him.
Oh no.
Okay, he seems to be alive. He's not awake though.
Okay. Janus, are you here?
He got an 18
Hello?
on his death save.
I feel a leg, I think. Oh, brilliant. And can I reach into my bag as an action and use a potion or a bonus action as a potion?
Yeah, an action it'll be.
Yeah, so I kind of like try and find his mouth by like putting my hands all over his body.
Yeah, you sort of like straddle him and just like find his mouth. I mean, you could just drop.
Ooh.
You could just drop concentration on the invisibility.
No, this is funnier.
Okay, all right. Okay then, roll a d20 for me to see if you like get it in his mouth or not. You know the basic area.
In the wound. Hurts more and he dies.
Nice.
It's like you feel like you're pouring the potion and you're getting some of it in his mouth, but it's just enough. You'd probably say to just like stabilize
That's
him,
fine.
but like
That's
he's not.
Fine. That's fine.
Okay. The owlbear is waiting to see what Saka does. Oh. So let's see if you get it in his mouth.
Use create fire and have scrambled eggs. Create
All right,
fire.
yeah, Saka, you're muted at the moment, but
Yeah. I'm gonna put the egg on the ground and step back and just kind of like toss a little heel at it and then just kind of
heal.
go back up and say,
You're using like a
okay,
balm of the
we're
solar
leaving.
corpse.
Wait, on the egg or the
Yeah. Is the egg hurt?
You're not really sure. It's probably a bit scrambled inside.
I don't think I can do anything about that.
It's gonna be a fucked up owlbear baby.
The owlbear heals for
Alright.
5 and gets 1 temporary HP. And I say,
Nice.
okay, we're leaving, I'm so sorry. Just-
The owlbear just sort of goes and just like begins to slowly walk up to the egg and just sort of nudges it and just like grabs it and just sort of stands on both legs and just sort of like runs over like a sort of how bears run, just like and just runs over to the nest and just begins clearing it out. And it just turns around and goes, "Leave."
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys managed to drag Janus off. He is looking pretty hurt, but he's not dying currently.
Have we made it all the way back to the camp, or are we kind of dragging him still?
Well, it's going to take you ages to go back to the camp if you're dragging him through the woods.
Okay. Alright, just kind of like, Saka, do you mind grabbing an arm? Lower invisibility.
Have the rest of us noticed that Saka and Gideon are gone? at
And
all?
the
I did
yeah.
howl.
Yeah, you do hear the howl, but like
And my brother,
in
maybe?
your current mental state, you seem like you just not really caring enough about
We've
that.
just been laughing at the noises.
Yeah.
Hey, Darius. Do you
Darius
think
has gone off and is searching for you guys. So Darius comes and finds you.
I bet he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Gothric, do you think that Saka and Gideon are making out?
It kind of just stares at you. It's like, you mean they haven't already?
Not that I've seen, and I stay up all night.
Yeah, what the fuck? Is that the reason Scrimshaw stays up all night?
Watch people make out.
Calvin just kind of tilts his head at the Scrimshaw like, you're fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
I bet Darius thinks I'm killing her or something.
Darius comes and finds you like dragging Janus. And he's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Hey, do you mind giving us a hand here, Darius?
Yeah,
Hey,
sure,
don't
sure.
swear. Swearing's bad. Say fluff.
What the fluff is going on here?
There you go.
Yeah, this guy needs some help. Luckily he's not dead, but...
Yeah, we got attacked by a strange-looking bear.
Alright, you guys make it back to camp.
Would I know what it was?
Yeah, you know it's an owl.
That was an owl bear.
You know what now?
Half owl, half bear. Mind
You're
blowing.
just being ridiculous. That's next.
Well, you saw it.
Well, I don't know what I saw. It was dark, and you know. Next, you're gonna
Uh-huh.
say that there's the creatures that are like half man and half bull or something.
Nah, they can't exist.
Yeah. You
And
see.
whisper over to Gothric. I think they might have been. Gideon just said something about seeing something in the dark, and she said something about him being like a bull.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh wow.
I think, yeah. Sure. And I just kind of pass out.
Alright, okay, we'll take a break here.
Okay.
So it comes back at like 1:45, I guess.
Cool.
Sure.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Cool.
the stream now. Right, we are back. Welcome back, everyone. So, yeah, you made your way back to the camp, saved Janus, and fell asleep. Unless you want to do something else.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just like to have a quick word of soccer.
Okay.
Gothric is passed out.
Hey, thanks for earlier. You saved my my skin.
That's okay.
See, you don't always need Darius around. You're perfectly strong on your own.
I know.
Oh, okay. That was awfully self-confident of yourself. I like it.
Who says it's her that needs him around?
Ooh.
Exactly.
Well, Scrimshaw, I don't know, but Darius seems to sometimes. I don't know. He sometimes.
Oh, sorry,
Doesn't
that was me metagaming. Scrimshaw was just looking at the stars.
Gothric
Looking
is
at blurred stars, or yeah.
They're all shooting stars.
and they're all on fire and they're coming right for us.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say, thank you. That was all.
That's alright. I'm
Um,
always here to save your skin.
yeah, I think everyone seems to be saying that these days.
Yes, I
Um,
save everyone's skin.
You do. That is true. I'm gonna go to bed. Somebody has to be sober. So I don't know if you want to stay up for a bit and keep watch, or
Sure.
if you when you want to go to sleep, just wake me up. I'll take over. I doubt the others will get up if you try.
Okay.
All right. Night.
Good night.
Okay. Alright. So, Saka, you're awake, are you, for the night? For a watch?
Yeah, I'm keeping watch.
Okay. Make a perception check for me. Okay. I'm just about to sneeze, sorry.
Let you-
Sound like you need it, Jesus.
Yeah, that woke you all up. So, yeah, as the night goes on, you see everyone sleeping, the guards stirring, and Morna weirdly cuddling up to one. Janus he's okay. He's not bleeding or anything. He looks like he's been a bit beaten up and he's bruised and upset a little, but he's
Gothric
sleeping.
is led dangerously close to the fire, but
Okay.
not quite there.
Yeah, I mean the
It's
fire's
just like
like
rolling. Every 10 minutes, just like rolls over towards it.
yeah, it's mostly just like hot coals now. It's like really like low embers. But you begin hearing like birds tweeting in the trees, and you look up and you see a couple of like robins just sort of tweet, 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 tweet. One flies down, like flutters just in front of you, and then just goes back up to the tree. But other than that, your watch comes to an end without much issue. Then you wake up Gideon next. Is it?
Mhm.
Cool. All right, Gideon, make a perception check for me. Okay, so you're quite tired and dazed after what just happened, but nothing attacks you during the night or anything. You hear like noises of various animals walking past, like you see like a deer like scuttling into the camp and then sort of noticing you all and then slowly just backing off.
And Owlbear flips you off.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say there's no angry owlbear, is there?
There doesn't seem to be any angry owlbears, no.
Okay.
They would be
Owlbears
nocturnal
fucking
though.
rude.
Oh, yeah, owlbears would be nocturnal considering most bears are nocturnal and owls are nocturnal. So, is a possibility. No, but yeah, no
But when you
owlbears crossing together.
Together, it cancels each other out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, your watch comes to an end, and then for the rest of the night, like Scrimshaw's still sort of half awake, and you get your sleep basically. So the next day comes, you see Captain Marad waking up, just sort of like dusting himself off and just sort of looking embarrassed with himself. He's like, "Oh my god, I
Is this
can't
all
believe I
along-
gave you that."
Is that still a long rest then, or?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, cool. Gothric wakes up. Hey.
How you feeling, Merritt? You went pretty hard last night.
Yeah. Hope you didn't get up to anything too crazy when I was blacked out.
No?
I don't
Well, I
remember
think a few of them...
anything.
Well, I don't know, actually. A few of them went off into the woods for a while, but... Well, actually, I haven't asked. What did you guys get up to in the woods?
Yeah, Scrimshaw said something about a bull.
That was an owl bear.
An owl bear.
Yeah. It was like half owl, half bear.
Would I have seen many owl bears up in the mountain?
Yeah, you've seen owlbears. You've been in the Eastwood. There's plenty of them in there.
Would I know if their eggs taste delicious?
Probably not. They're quite rare, to be fair. So, like, you know, they're not super common.
Must have been quite the fight then. Sorry, couldn't be there.
They're lovely creatures. Wait, why would you fight one? They're lovely.
They
didn't
will
fight
fuck
one.
you up. Well, I kind of look at Janus and like, it looks like I fought him. Is he alright?
Janus is like, I'm okay.
I've only ever seen them get aggressive if someone tried to steal their... You didn't.
I noticed Janus doesn't have his bag. Like, the fuck?
Just thought it might be a good little bit of food for us at the camp.
Yeah, well, you learnt your fucking lesson now, haven't you? Don't steal from owl bears. They will kill you. I mean, bears are bad enough, but this is a fucking, like, it's part owl, mate.
Why would that make it more scary?
That's a fair point, actually.
Beak.
You know, between an owl, you know, if you were to take, like, the average of...
An owl and a bear. It'd be, like, less powerful than a normal bear.
Yeah, that's way less powerful than a normal bear.
But can't they, like, kind of glide or something?
No, they don't have wings.
You're a flying bear.
That'd be terrifying, mate.
No, we saw...
They've got teeth in the picture as well, though. And they do have claws.
Janus just got a little lost in the night, shall we say, and me and Sokka saved him. That was all.
I did.
Well, glad you're okay, Janus.
Did you kill the owl bear?
Of course I did.
Do I believe her?
Yeah, insight check.
Make an insight check.
Nice.
I mean, you obviously don't
Yeah.
believe her.
Okay.
I just kind of nod and like, yeah, okay.
Then why would you ask?
Oh no, I completely believe you.
Just back and forth insights.
No, you're lying. No, you're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't believe each other. No one believes anything anyone ever says. So
Just go on that basis.
just
until
go
told
because
otherwise.
that happened. So the captain sort of says, "Right, we better get off. It's from my estimations, 2 more days until Volkheim."
Or,
I mean,
you know, we
we
could.
just saved your mate's life.
He's not my mate.
Yeah, comrade.
Yeah, and he abandoned his post, and he looks to Janus and he says, "And he will be disciplined for it back in the camp." Janus sort of like looks down.
I mean, look at him. I'm pretty sure he's disciplined enough.
He left his post,
And he got clawed for it.
To be fair, I'm not sure what happened last night was really above board all round. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. And it was fun, don't get me wrong. I'm not condemning it personally.
I mean, I get I'm not the most attractive person, but I don't think it does look like it's made of spiders or anything, but...
Captain says, "We all made mistakes last night. I'm going to put them behind me, and you're going to go to Volkheim, and we'll never meet each other ever
I
again.
didn't make a mistake.
And we will be done. What? But this is my soldiers. These are my soldiers, and I will discipline them how I feel like. And you are not to get into my way in that regard. Is that understood?"
I mean, we could always just leave your way.
What do you mean by that?
We just walk away and you never see us again.
And how would that be in my interest?
You don't have to deal with us.
I will get punished.
You could
You would
always
know.
just lie.
Make a persuasion check.
To them, it's
Persuasion check, okay.
to
The
them it's
one
same.
time we need a good persuasion roll. I know we're not very good at it as a general rule, but that didn't
To
sound like
them, it's the same. The same.
I mean, am I making one as well, or...?
No, just one more.
Alright.
And what if you were to be seen in Nordhaunt and caught? That would surely come back down to me.
Then they would assume we travelled from Volcane, where you were told to leave us.
Well, you'll either get there earlier than it's possible for you to travel from Volkheim to Nordhaunt, or you wait the amount of time, and you might as well just let us take you there, and then you walk back, and we'll look the other way.
Or you could just come with us back to Nordhaunt.
And then we're going to have to go through the camp with you.
I kind of lean into him. We both know that taking more time will only cause more of a chance for bad shit to go down.
There's ways for people to travel far faster than by foot or by horse. It would be quite a jump for them to think that we had definitely travelled from here.
This is true.
And
Oh,
what
I
if they
mean-
torture you and get information out of you that leads you to me? It's not a risk I can take, is it?
Do people trust information gathered under torture?
They don't need to. They just need to get my name, and then I'll be being tortured as well. And I
Why don't you
don't
just
have that
join
level
us?
of loyalty. Because I
Does-
have family in Nordhaunt. There's no reason for me to fight against my loved ones. And you say something about some world-ending threat, which I have no proof of. I do think you've seen something strange or something that you believe, but that doesn't necessarily move over to me.
Have you ever seen a letter written by Governor by any chance? Governor Amon, I believe you said.
He like looks in his pants. He's like, so you read it then?
I mean, we did win it in the game.
Yeah, fair and square.
I have
Do you know
seen
his handwriting.
yeah, I've seen personal correspondence. Well, I've seen correspondences between him and Captain what's his name? Captain
Is this the guy from last session?
Yeah, Captain Darley.
Yeah,
I mean,
Gideon, do you still have the letter?
I do. Do you think you'd recognize his handwriting, sir?
I don't know. I've seen correspondence, but I've never written letters to him before. I've overseen letters that has been sent to Captain Darley before, but maybe I'd recognise it. I don't know.
Well, if we give you this, and actually, do we have a letter that's from him?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I've
the
been
letter
looking
Yeah,
through.
that is-
letter to Rosin.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, I hand him the letter to Rosin. Are we okay with this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume
Yeah, because
we've taken a copy at some point. I think?
well, I
Yeah.
don't know. Have we taken a copy?
Probably.
I
not.
don't think I was in while you had this letter, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you got this letter after the fight with the Emperor
It's
Under.
been ages.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as long as I'd only give it if because he might like take it and like not give it back for whatever reason. I don't know. I just want to be.
I mean, you haven't taken a copy of it.
Yeah.
Let us just take a quick copy of it.
I'll do it. I have forgery kit, so I'll take a quick copy.
Don't say that out loud.
Yep, I know.
Captain's not just going to wait around for you to write a whole letter out.
It's just scribbling out the details.
Can we just
Copy
put
the
down
code.
the numbers at least?
We don't know if the rest of the letters has anything to do with it. To be fair.
Alright, well, let's just show it to him, but just
Alright.
don't let go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I turn the piece of paper around and kind of push it in his face.
He's like, what am I
Does
supposed
that
to
look-
get from this?
Does this handwriting look anything like the handwriting you said belonged to Governor Amon?
Maybe a bit. Why?
We just
Well, I'm afraid that he's involved in the plot.
He wants to find the Iron Pariah.
Yeah, and I don't know really what that has to do with me.
nothing. We just
Well,
wanted
if
to.
he does it, then your family's gonna die.
And they're gonna die if I fucking betray the Commonwealth and let you go.
And you gave
Only
us
if they find
sensitive
out.
information.
He like looks around. He says, "If I let you go now, I will have to report it."
What's to stop you from just continuing your journey to Volcane and returning? Do you really think that they would question us traveling faster than would generally be traveled by foot? I mean,
Well, it's possible.
one of our party once flew through the mountains in a trip that would take days.
I mean, it's possible. You might be picked up. I don't know. I have to protect myself.
And you
I,
gave
will,
us
I can give you a 2-day head start, and then I will report it. I'll
How long
report
does
it the
it
moment I get to Volkheim.
Okay.
I think this is the best shot we have.
In Volcane, would they have instant communication with Nordhaunt?
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. Like, I think I'd rather just feel comfortable just coming back. I know it's a few extra days, but
I don't think we have a few
Don't
extra.
have a few extra days.
I think I really don't see why not.
Can you
We've
just
had-
say that we rebelled and you killed us on the road?
For the same reason
not
that
sure
you
they'd
might just
believe
turn
that.
up.
I mean, no offense, but I think if a fight were to break out, I really don't mean this threat. I promise you, but it probably
Would
wouldn't
win.
go well for you,
Saying Albert attacked and killed us.
and they know that. So that would be a bad move. I honestly, I really don't want to get you in trouble. You guys seem like you're just, you're doing your job. You're trying to protect your families and yourselves. This is important, and this is protecting your family.
Well, I don't know what to do. If this is some big conspiracy that is going to get everyone caught up in it, then they might just kill everyone in Nordhaunt anyway, and my family will be killed anyway.
Well, maybe if you turned around, you wouldn't be making a decision.
What, and let you go?
I
Look,
mean, if that's
The
what
only
everyone else wants to do.
the only chance of your family surviving, of you surviving, of, well,
The world surviving.
I mean, look, I don't know for sure how powerful the Empire is. I don't know what power they're going to unleash, especially if they get Eretzar as well. but Nordhaunt's done for if they get it out. That's almost for sure. Letting us go and letting us try and sort this out is the only chance that your family will survive.
I'll give you 2 days head start, and then I'll report it the second I get to Volkheim. I'll just say that you overpowered us and took any method of communication away from me.
3 days?
I have to be in Volkheim in 2 days. It's my
So
orders.
you had to recover from a fight?
I can do that on the road.
Or you could have said that you walked back slightly to try and find us.
Don't push
And that's
it.
what got delayed. Well, I'm not. I'm just
I'm
making
putting
suggestions.
mine and my family's life on the line here for 2 days.
Okay, okay.
Gothric kind of just puts out his hand to shake it.
He doesn't shake it. If you do stop this from happening, I will be in your service.
Okay.
But remember what I've done here.
We
What's
will.
your family's names? And we'll try and keep them safe if anything happens.
I would rather not tell you that, just in case that you are caught and tortured.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, hopefully we'll be protecting the whole city. So, well, city, town, post, keep.
Where should we find you after this?
Nordhaunt is very small. Ideally, if everything goes right, then just you'll find me at some point. I'll try and find you, I guess.
Cool. Thanks very much, sirs. Let's go.
You're a good man.
Thanks, and best of luck to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give the guy his ring back.
The guy's like, what the fuck?
Thanks. Thank you for the engagement proposal, but I'm gonna have to say no.
He
Good
like, looks at the other
Wait,
guards who are sort of
but you were wearing the ring.
Just
gold digger.
Like shiny things.
Boop. Okay, cool. Right, yeah, so you guys say your goodbyes and begin heading back on the road.
And I want to just like stay with them and just like say I'll be 2 days behind you guys.
They're so cool. They're so nice. I love them. Well, besides,
No, because I don't want to be like fucking on the like hunted.
oh, we won't be hunted until we get to Nordhaunt. It's gonna take us a couple days to get to Nordhaunt, surely. Looks like we're halfway between the two.
Yeah, but we don't like. By the time we get there, they could know. I'm gonna go along with it because it's democracy, but I don't agree with this idea. That's all.
Yeah, you're 3 and a bit days out from Nordhaunt.
Like, I think this is gonna end real badly for us. Not gonna lie.
Doesn't everything end real badly for us, really?
Yeah, I
No.
don't- Right, let's go. Let's go. Is there any?
And you guys are aware that this road is going to take you straight through that camp as well.
Yeah, well, we'll have to go around it.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
Well, let's hope they don't have any rangers around. Oh wait.
I kind of assumed we'd be going not straight on the path.
Yeah.
Just go through the tunnels again.
Yeah,
no
but
problem.
you've got a cart, so you have to stick to roads.
Do we have a cart?
We have a cart.
Yeah, this is what you've been travelling on.
Well, but aren't they taking that?
No, it's your cart.
We
They
could just-
gave you the cart.
We could just take the
Oh.
horses and leave the cart.
It's just one horse.
Oh, right, okay.
How many horses do you think is fucking pulling this cart?
Some carts have 4 horses, you know?
What, a
I need
carriage?
4 to
Like a
pull
horse-drawn
these
carriage?
guns.
Yeah, like some fucking horse-drawn carriage in Van Helsing or something.
Some of them have like 2 horses, you
No,
know?
it's just one horse.
Just 1 horse.
So we were about a day away from the camp, right?
Yeah, you're a day's travel away from the camp, and you're 2 days travel away from Nordhaunt. From that camp, so you're 3 days away.
Okay. Is there any way we can get there faster? Can anyone magic us there?
Aaron could.
Well, how do you think this horse would react to flying?
Probably the same as
I can ask
Clive.
it.
I say we get close to the camp on the cart, ditch it, and then travel on foot from there.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the horse?
We free the horse and let it run free.
Give it back to the camp. Oh no, then they'll know something's happened.
That's why we let it run free.
It'll probably just make its way back to the camp though. Surely it goes up and down these roads all the time.
Oh, if we leave it in a field it's never been in.
Horses aren't that smart.
Yeah, they are.
Apart from Clive. Clive is an anomaly.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Clive's a god or something.
You don't
He's,
live that
he's
long.
the big bad evil guy.
You don't live that long without being having some smarts.
We're just being super cute.
This is true. So cute even the devils won't kill him.
Okay, so you guys begin making your way down towards the camp. You could probably make the camp by evening.
Oh, so it's dark. Nice.
Yeah.
And before Morna just is like, see you guys, and Misty steps there in like an hour.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, I could get to Nordhaunt a lot quicker than anyone else. Saka and I could be there like that.
To be fair, you guys could go ahead and start looking around.
We can do that if everyone
while-
wants
while
us
the
to do that.
cavalry comes.
Yeah, we can do that if other people want us to do that. But like, I feel like Darius maybe not okay with me just taking Saka and running away.
Darius
Yeah,
could come
Darius is like, what the fuck?
with. Darius could come with on Saka's back.
Ooh, splitting the party. Do it.
No.
Splitting the party always goes well, right?
Yeah.
And then we get to the camp and it's being attacked by a Baylor.
Well, yeah, at least then we don't have to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Shall we
Okay,
start
so-
heading off the track?
Yeah.
We get near the. Once we're threatening eye shot of the camp, we get off the track.
Okay.
And, ditch the horse in the woods.
Okay. Can somebody just roll a D100 for me, please?
Alright, sure. I'll roll it.
And maybe if we could get a pass without a trace thrown up. Saka, thank you. I'll do the next one. Does it only last an hour, right?
Pass
Sounds
without a
right.
trace. So yeah, probably. Yeah, an hour.
So are we all making stealth checks now as well?
Well, you're sort of coming up to the camp. There doesn't seem to be any. You don't seem to be noticed at all. But yeah, if everyone makes a stealth, like a general stealth check, I guess. It's quite hard to. It's impossible to stealth really when you're on a cart, but like when you're off the cart, then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Can someone do one for Darius, please?
These ain't bad.
Yes, I will get it up.
All right, so you get off the carts, you begin sneaking. You see the camps, like you see the camp lit in the distance, and it's like sort of the wooden palisade walls around the sort of the four watch posts, and then the main sort of building, like barracks in the center where the office was, where Captain Darley talked to you. The main road actually goes like through it, and the reason for this is because like it's sort of in a sort of valley almost that a lot of the traffic goes through, but you could like go around, but it will take you the best part of the night probably to go around.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Have we split up? Sorry.
No,
No.
you're all together. Okay, so you make your way through the tree line up onto the sort of like this rocky sort of outcropping that begins to go up further up in the valley than the road was going, and you sort of begin to go round. You stop for a moment as you see just ahead is like a couple of rangers just like sat by a campfire, just like overlooking the road. They haven't noticed you, but they seem to be like just there. You could try and sneak around them, or you could kill them or whatever. It's down to you.
Sneak around.
Yeah, try and sneak around.
Okay, so you're going even further wide around them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Can everyone make stealth checks again, please?
Is this still with pass out a trace?
Yeah, you're still with Pulsar Trace.
Let me get dangerous.
Casual 39.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. All right. So you manage to go around. You see them just talking. Not talking about anything particularly interesting. Just like the latest sports result or something. Okay, and you continue on. The rocky outcropping sort of like begins to flatten out a little bit more as you manage to go around the camp. But this road between this camp and Nordhaunt is pretty straight, but there might be a constant flow of like troops and rangers between there, so you're not really sure whether to take the road or to stay in the trees, which is going to be slower. Might actually be an extra
we should
day.
just gone back up the tunnels.
Where all the rangers are.
Yeah.
Probably more patrols now.
Okay, well, I guess once we're out of that shot, are you guys gonna head off?
What?
Well, was that the plan for you guys to?
Oh, I thought we were all
Fly
sticking
ahead.
together. We can fly it and go ahead though if that's what you want. But you need to make a plan what we're actually going to do when we get there early.
Oh, I suppose we need to know where we're gonna meet up as well.
Yeah, none of us know the city. I don't think this is a good idea. I think we should stay together.
Well, Gideon can message, arrange through there.
Yeah, but at quite a high cost, right?
It's not that high.
Hmm.
I don't like the idea of splitting up.
Right.
No.
If something happens to either group, then the other one's got to come and rescue them, and that'll only take more time.
That's fair. I suppose also we are a little not quite as good at traveling stealthily without Morna or Saka.
Exactly.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
guess
I'm
as a
fine.
group it is
I
then.
don't know about you two. Well, three.
I'm not so hot.
Yeah, but what about your stealth? Eee.
Nice.
Hey,
I am also not very good at the stealth.
All right, so it's getting it's like 4 in the morning. Like, you know that if you continue traveling, you're gonna start getting exhausted.
Yeah, I think we just need to get as far away from the campus as we can.
Yeah, you're probably maybe a
Yeah.
mile away from it at the moment, maybe 2 miles, but you're not quite on the road yet.
Okay, I think maybe we should just camp around here
Yeah.
with a lookout. If we could do the hut and all the bits that make us invisible, right? Can the hut make us invisible, Darius? I do not know. Let me just check.
No, I can't make it visible.
well, they can't. So they can see the hut, but the hut can just look kind of camouflaged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, if they walk up, they can see that it's there. There's like this weird dome that looks
like
opaque
with like a grass texture on it,
Frodo's cape.
like a bug in a game or something.
Yeah, like they've googled on Shutterstock for grass texture for video games, and it's just like
Yeah, wrapped that.
it's just got
sphere.
it's just got Shutterstock imaging all over it as well.
Dara stock.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to.
Yes, better than
Okay,
nothing.
so yeah, you start doing all that. You manage to make a little camp up for yourself. Yeah, Yeah, for the sake of expediency, the night goes fine. Like, you're not found by anyone. You're just off the road, and no rangers. Like, there's not that many rangers up here. They tend to stick together and around the camp and stuff. So, like,
Did Gideon do that anti-scrying thing?
that is actually quite obvious. Like, it's quite like
Is it?
yeah, it like makes a big sort of like sort of almost like smoke screen almost.
Maybe we wouldn't have been caught in the tunnels if he didn't.
Well,
I
he
forget what the name of
did
that
that
spell
before
is.
we went through that door.
Yeah, fair enough.
I forget what the name of that spell is.
It's called Mordenkainen's. Isn't it Mordenkainen's something?
Yeah, it's the name of the spell. is
Private
Morden-
Sanctum.
Yeah, Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum. Let me just post the description in there.
Cool.
Chat.
Okay.
You can choose. You can choose which of them happen.
Yeah, so you don't have to make it invisible considering you're in the thing already.
Yeah, and you don't have to make it foggy, so you can literally just make it so that people can't scry on you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm happy to do that if that's the consensus of what works.
Seems
Yeah, cool.
reasonable.
Okay. All right, you do that as well then. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Your night passes without issue.
Trace.
Hey.
Nice.
Cool. And then I will suggest that we just continue on the edge of the path, so that if anyone is coming towards us, we can scramble off into the bushes.
Sounds like a plan.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you managed to spend the next couple of days making your way up to Nordhaunt. Just roll a general D100 for me, and also stealth checks for you guys.
Sure.
I'll use them for the
I'll
entire
do
game.
that now.
I'm gonna cast-
I'll let it with pass without a trace. Yeah. I'll let that. Although, like, you wouldn't have pass without a trace most of the time you're traveling, but I'll allow it.
Kind of use it when there's.
That
things
was
that,
dangerous.
Yeah, something that you think that's probably likely to. Okay.
And the second one is for me.
Okay. Cool.
Nat 1, get a 12.
Nice. Yeah, okay then. So you managed to spend the next couple of days traveling. Like, okay, a couple of times you'll see like a cart on the road, and you guys will just sort of duck out the way and just hide in the trees while stealthing till it passes. No one like sees you or spots you or anything. Like, they just go past. And then you find yourselves coming up to like beginning to go up the mountain, and you see the entrance to Nordhaunt is this road that like goes on the side of a cliff, like up a massive cliff, like a very narrow, sort of maybe like 6 or 7 feet wide path on top of this cliff that goes up and like zigzags up itself. And then you see this, it's like these large 2 wooden pillars on the side of this cliff that overhang and has this sort of bridge over the top, and then there's like a drawbridge that comes down and connects to it and then goes into the cliff itself.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Nordhaunt isn't a city in the normal sense. It's like this, almost like it's like an appropriated Mistran city almost in the side
So
of
it's like
cliff.
Markarth.
Sorry,
Like Markarth.
Markarth.
Markarth from Skyrim.
Sure.
Dwarven city there.
I don't know what that is. Sure, yeah, like kind of, but it goes more into the actual cliff itself.
Okay.
It's kind of yeah, a little bit like that.
Cool.
Well, so we're here.
Do we need to go around the back? Is there a back entrance to Nordhaunt?
Not that you can tell. It seems to be quite a defensible front entrance.
Well, we're not actually that keen on going into Nordhaunt. We're trying to go under it.
Well, we probably should have gone in the tunnels then.
If it's in the mountain, then I'm pretty sure the only way under is through the mountain.
Sick. Can we
Are we
get out
really
the
gonna
map
have-
that Pietro gave us and have a look? Using my navigator's sense.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, the map that he gave you was literally just a map of Nordhaunt on the map. Like, it just says Nordhaunt is here, basically.
Oh, I thought it was a thing that told us where in Nordhaunt to go.
No. Didn't say anything like that. It just said it's somewhere in Nordhaunt.
Well, under Nordhaunt, right?
Yeah, somewhere under Nordhaunt. But
Right.
like, all you know is that there's an old Mistran sort of ruin underneath Nordhaunt as well.
I assume the tunnels would have gotten us there.
Unless they closed off.
So they probably did close them off. Is there any other way to get any other ways? Like, does a path go any other way? Like, even a little bit, just to like.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. You see a sort of like, you see the path continues to go up the cliff past Nordhorn, like past the entrance itself, and goes onto the top. But you don't know if there's a side entrance or back entrance or like a hidden entrance in there somewhere.
There's no other path that looks like it's leading to an underground tunnel.
No, they don't tend to make them very obvious.
Do they
Yeah.
have a sewage system
Yeah.
leading out?
Not that you can see.
Any rivers?
Not that you can see.
Oh, I guess we should start making our way up.
Okay. Maybe disguises?
Saka, maybe you could have a little fly around?
Okay.
Good idea.
I mean, it's in the mountain. It's not really.
Don't mean to be rude, but if they start asking for names, you guys better have a good idea of what you're gonna say.
I don't think giving a false name will really do me any good when they describe this.
Don't you have a disguise kit?
Not anymore.
No, but I mean, you gave them your name in the camp earlier, the other day.
Yeah, but they will have taken out a description, I'm sure. They're not that incompetent, right?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they get hold of your names. Especially if news is already out probably that we've overcome the guards, and they know who we are.
What power is in
Yeah,
a name, though? You're getting very... I don't know, you seem very hung up on the name thing.
I mean, Scrimshaw is a very, let's say, unique-looking individual.
Mm. Maybe you getting in on me, or maybe even no, just us. We'd probably be able to fool them into thinking we're some other race, but everyone knows what a tiefling and an orc. You're an orc, right?
Half orc.
Half orc look like.
Which side?
Does it really matter?
Left. I'm half orc, half ogre.
The prettiest boy you can imagine.
I'm half orc and
What?
half orc.
I'm half orc, half
And that
human.
half orc
Three quarters
is actually,
orc.
That half orc is also half orc, half orc. And so on and so forth.
What the fuck is that, like 7/8 orc or something?
Actually, a 99% orc.
Nice. And 1% Irish.
If I'm invisible, can I cast Misty Step while I'm invisible?
You will uninvisible the second you appear in Misty Step.
Appear from the Misty Step.
Well, it will drop invisibility and then you Misty Step, basically.
Okay. Alright, I was just saying, like, if I kind of go near the wall invisible and then Misty Step up, because there's a bonus action, but I don't know if it...
Yeah, for the process of, like, counterspelling, like, you would drop invisibility first, I think, and then cast Misty Step. So that they would see you appear and then, yeah,
I have
then
a
you would Misty Step.
Oh, there's a lot of scratching going on.
Yeah, what's going on, Zach?
I think we should step into the trees for a moment, and then Saka can go and scout out as like a bird. Can you be a bird? You've been a bird before, right?
Yeah, it can be a bird.
All right.
Do you not like being a bird?
It's fine.
Thanks.
I'll be a crow.
Caw, caw.
The edgiest of birds.
Oh, my favorite kind of animal.
No
Yeah.
clue. Jon Snow.
Nice
Crows are
lore
cool.
reference. Yeah.
Mhm. Thanks.
It's a shame they never put
yeah.
a final season out of the show.
Okay, so you guys watch as Saka becomes a bird. Is that right? Is that what's going on? What bird are you going to be turning
A
into?
crow, she said, didn't she?
Oh, just a crow. Okay.
Sorry, I said that for you.
Just a crow.
Just a crow.
Just a crow.
Yeah, not like some sort of strange African hummingbird or something.
I
Like...
didn't want to like do anything too out there in case I got like shot down or anything.
Look at that incredibly rare species of bird.
Yeah.
Let's kill it.
Let's just fire crossbows at it until it dies.
Turns into a rock.
Yeah. Sponsored by Peter. So, okay, so you guys watch as Saka becomes a crow and begins to fly up to the cliffs. You feel that there's like quite a large sort of wind, sort of like updraft near the cliffs because like obviously the northern winds are being buffeted against the mountains. But as you continue to follow the thing up, you see like there's maybe 4 or 5 guards stood outside the gates in Nordhaunt, and then there's a couple up in a couple of watchtowers, and then the road that continues to go up further up the mountain is a lot smaller. Like a cart couldn't get through it. It was like maybe 3 feet across, maybe 3 or 4 feet across. Like it's pretty narrow. And it's almost like steps, you know, in like Lord of the Rings with those Moria steps, kind of like that. Like it's quite, you know. But it begins like there's a sort of like a plateau like at the top of the mountain range, where these steps come to for a bit. Like maybe it's 50 feet or so across, and there's just sort of like flat bit, with a couple of like raised sort of stone circles in the center. And then there's some more steps that go up all the way to the peak of the mountain, but like that's quite a long distance away. And it's going to take you hours and hours and hours and hours to fly all the way up there.
May I just ask how big the actual city is?
Oh, well, you don't really know from the outside.
Okay.
Like, it's
Yeah,
just
you
the
have
gate,
to head
basically.
Okay.
You sort of really have to enter to find out.
I'll fly back then and relay that information.
Okay, is there anything else you were particularly looking for?
Again, I don't really know. You need to like.
Okay, well, yeah, if you're not looking else for anything else, then you fly back and relay that information to the party.
Was there a sewage system?
Not
For now,
that
I
you
wasn't
saw.
really looking.
So it looks like the only way through.
What was that? You cut
We'll
out.
never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sucks.
The only way through is through the front door. Looks like then.
Seems that way.
It was through the steps around the outside.
You mentioned stone circles.
Yeah.
They look natural, or maybe used for
No,
some
they look
ritual?
like stone circles that are man-made.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Would Pietro actually know that this was happening underneath Nordhorn, or would he just assume?
Well, there's knowledge that there is ancient Mistran ruins underneath Nordhaunt.
Okay, so fairly safe assumption.
But yeah, that doesn't mean there's not other stuff above Nordhaunt or around Nordhaunt as well.
Do you think Pietro might have spies over there? I mean, they're neutral together, but a lot of time, you know, be nice to keep an eye on each other in case people decided to not be so neutral anymore.
Wouldn't rule it out.
Do you think maybe it's worth giving him a call or like a message?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm not sure I trust him, to be honest.
Neither do I, but I
Oh,
think
I
it's
don't
our
really
only way
trust
in without getting fucking murdered at the front gate.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you could talk to him, or a few of us could stay out here, and those who are slightly less conspicuous could go in and try and figure some things out and come out. I think that's what I would suggest. Because, no offense, going in as a 6 is a bad idea. And I know you're saying split the party is a bad idea, but I don't think it's that bad in this case. It should be perfectly safe if those who, don't have any ties to what happened the other day aren't involved. I don't see an issue.
The issue is that it should be. If it doesn't end up that way, we're kind of fucked.
Well, what's the alternative?
I don't know. I
Just
guess
kill
the
the
only
guards.
alternative is just walk through the front door.
That sounds even worse to me, to be honest.
Yeah. But we're all gonna have to walk through there eventually. There doesn't look to be anything else outside here.
Ooh, I have a question. Did the stairs go up or down?
What? The stairs? They go up the cliff.
Up the cliff. Oh. Okay.
Sure what to do.
I think we should just wait until dark and try and sneak past the guards.
They'll probably have torches. You could probably do well.
Yeah.
I might do well. I'm not too sure about the others.
Can Gideon make you invisible?
Can.
How many people can you do at once?
Well, I can only concentrate, on one thing at a time.
Can you make more than one person invisible?
No, I can, but it'll cause me to use more energy.
Is that a problem?
I mean, if we do get caught,
Well, we just won't get caught.
I could theoretically. Let me have a think.
Well, Saka can get in, no problem.
I could probably be okay.
I might be fine.
That we might want you with us. Or near us.
I can effectively make 3 of us invisible.
So, you, Scrimshaw, and Darius could go invisible. Saka could be a bird, and it could just be me and...
What if I were to get into the haversack?
What? Oh, yeah.
If I were to, I don't need oxygen. If I were to jump into the haversack and its wearer were to turn invisible, there'll be one less body to cast.
We haven't tried this scripture. There could be other side effects of you going in there.
You might turn into God knows what. What things do you have in there?
We don't really have much in there at the
Anything
moment.
spiky?
No, I haven't put anything in there spiky.
You haven't put any other rotten corpses in there or anything, right?
No, not that I think so. Gothric,
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I wonder why that came to your mind. But that's okay.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, but that's because you're, how should we say, feral?
It's a very good way of hiding a body, is what I'm saying.
You speak from experience.
I might do. I'm a bounty hunter. I sometimes kill people when I can't take them in.
I'll take your word for it. Scrimshaw, look, we can try this if you want to, but I can vouch for your safety, Holly.
Okay, well, I mean, let's see if I fit. I don't know. how
Alright,
much that
take
thing
the
can hold.
haversack out. Scrimshaw,
Yeah.
you're sure about this, yes?
Give it a go.
Alright, and I kind of put his head through the sack.
Right. It can hold up to 8 cubic feet of stuff, and Scrimshaw probably takes up maybe 5 cubic feet, I'd say.
That's fine. There's not really anything in there that I've explicitly put in there. To be fair. I'm not over encumbered or anything. I don't have a ton of stuff. So.
You're carrying too much to be able to run.
Alright, Scrimshaw goes in there.
Is he okay?
I shout into the bag.
Don't shout!
Well, you know what I mean.
You see, a hand just comes out top, thumbs up.
It's amazing how light he is. Maybe we should just put people in here more often so they maybe don't have to listen to them.
Just have like a little straw or something for air.
Yeah, it's technically not closed if you've got things hanging out of it.
Oh, true.
So it's then weird stuff happens.
Do I have to close it? Is that like a thing?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah.
All right, I close it.
You're not carrying a bag of holding, are you, Scrimshaw?
No.
The
Not in a bag of
whole countryside explodes.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
I don't think we have one.
Yeah, you
I
do.
think we just have that. Do we? Does Mona have it?
Yeah, but you guys have forgotten, so no, you don't.
I thought we just had the haversack.
No, you found a bag of holding in that fucking sunken ship. Same place you found the note that that what's her face, the woman had written. But too bad. Guess you forgot.
Shit.
Guess you must have missed. Oh, maybe Ritok had it or something. Right.
Oh, maybe.
Oh no.
Nice.
I have a feeling that Morna would have it.
Anyway,
But that might just be because Monk has it in our other campaign.
Yeah, pretty sure Morna did have it, and then you took it off her because you wanted to give Ritok something, I think.
But
Anyway.
Ritok's got it, I guess.
So we're gonna try and sneak in then.
I still have my grenades.
well, I'm sure we can find a use for them later. Yeah, that's fine. So I can make myself Gothric and.
I thought you were making yourself Darius and. Oh, I can go into the book of Scrimshaw's in the
Oh my
thing.
God.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Are
fine.
you okay, Sokka?
Sorry, I just imagined you like opening the bag of holding and then just like saying what you want and Scrimshaw like digging through and passing it to you.
Is that my own personal like AI? This is great.
Little shopkeeper.
Nice. All right, so you're disguising yourself, are you, Gideon?
It's invisibility, so I'm doing it at level 4 so that I can cast it on 3 people because
Okay.
it's for one person is a level 2 spell, and
Is
then
it night?
everyone up it's
Yeah,
an extra
yeah.
person, so I
Yeah,
can
so
have 3 people at level.
At level 4, it'd be 3.
So
That's-
I thought we were gonna wait until it was a bit darker, right?
Well, that's fine.
No,
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
this is evening. Like that you're
Oh,
here.
okay, that's fine then.
So I'll do it on myself, Darius and Gothric.
I'll turn
And
into a
that's-
little bat.
Okay.
Okay.
And we sneaking in or is sneaking up to the steps that go around?
I don't mind.
You have to go up the steps at least before you get to the gate.
Yeah, but because they're invisible, so I just thought we'd
Yeah,
better
yeah.
check now, right?
All right. Well, so
Well,
you
then just get there and
just
like,
FYI,
grab
Mona,
everything.
you've used your pass without a trace today.
Can I only use it once?
It's
Well, I
2
ju-
key points.
Oh, is it 2 key points? Okay, that's fine. Oh, right. Well, then, this thing. If you've done it... If you're sharing it with Saka...
But she is a bat, so
No, but I mean, if you shared it with Saka today, how many times has Saka used pass without a trace and how many times have you used pass without a trace? Has it been, what, 8 hours of travelling?
Well, it depends how many
4 hours each?
things have been on the road and stuff.
Yeah, but you will have had it up probably for... Because they overlap pretty harshly, so... I'd say you've maybe used 6 hours of pass without a trace in the 8-hour journey.
Okay, so
So
I don't
that's
know how many.
That's either going to
I
be
don't.
So you'd have 1 use left then.
if you
I'd
used them.
probably use it the majority because I probably know that I'd have to shape change in the town anyway, and
I
I
mean,
know
if-
that I can't cast whilst I shape change.
If we hang out for an hour,
Oh yeah, we've been hanging out in the woods, and stuff.
Yeah.
then
Like-
key points back.
Oh, did you
What,
get your
keep
key points back on a
okay?
short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then, that's fine. You can use
Cool.
your key points.
Monks and warlocks, short rest crew.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. All right. Good.
It's good shit.
So
It's-
Scrimshaw's just resting in the haversack.
No, you've had a short rest whilst you're waiting for like Saka to fly around. So.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna whack on my elf clothes just in case that I bought way back from Barathon. And my cloak, my elf cloak, yeah. And I guess, do I still have my elf ears that Scrimshaw made for me back in Barathon?
Yeah, you should do.
I guess I'm gonna whack them on.
Right, okay.
So I look like an elf or a half elf. Yeah. Okay.
Or a
Good up.
hippie girl at her first festival.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flower crown.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool.
Choker.
Okay. Right then, you guys making your way up the. So you guys begin making your way up the sort of quite narrow cliff face.
Oh, hold on.
path.
We didn't decide whether we were gonna carry on going past or we're gonna go in through where the guards are.
I think we need to go in.
Well, if the drawbridge is up, then we can't go in. So then we'll go round. But if the drawbridge is down and we can just go in, then we'll go in.
Drawbridge, from what you can see, is up at the moment.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to go round steps then.
Okay.
And go past it. I guess we'll have to do that.
Yeah, so.
Okay, cool.
All right. Okay. So you make your way up the steps. I'm not even going to bother asking you to do stealth checks because you have advantage in puzzle out the trace. Like, I'll just see if they get a natural 20, but I doubt they will.
That's when they get a natural 20.
No, they got a 4. So,
Yeah.
it's not even
say,
worth. even
I could
bothering.
already hear you be like, yes, natural 20.
No, I'm not using my dice, IRL dice. So you guys make your way up to the top, the sort of the middle bit where the drawbridge is. So basically, it's like this rope bridge that goes across this like ravine almost, and then a drawbridge comes and connects to that. So in the event of a siege or something, they could just cut down the rope bridge and keep the drawbridge up, and there's like no way anyone could ever get in the town. But you would, yeah, like it's your choice. You can either hail the dudes to lower the drawbridge and risk it, or continue up the path.
Guess we're gonna continue up the path because that was what
Yeah.
the plan was.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pre-agreed plan.
All right, so you continue up the path. This path is considerably narrower, and like it doesn't seem that people come up here very often. So can everyone who's climbing up here make me an athletics check, please?
Oh, that's not a good one.
Wait, you're in the-
Scrimshaw and Sarka won't have to, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Scrimshaw doesn't have to.
And Sarka's like,
Sarka's
you
like
know,
flying, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't it, right?
Do Darius.
so we just need to make sure I don't get a nat 1 athletics. Okay. It is a -2 modifier, so oh boy.
Nice. All right, so Morna and Gideon, as you begin climbing up, like there's a bit of a, and you see a couple of then Darius as well.
God.
There's like a bit of a rock fall, and like Morna sort of slips on a rock, and a couple of rocks begin to fall down, and then you look up, and it's like falling rocks everywhere, like. Just and like half the cliff face is beginning to slide. Like, what are you guys doing?
Shadow step.
You're gonna shadow step out of the way. All right, Gideon, what are you doing?
I'm going to use the what's it called? I know this. I'm having my. I know what the name of the spell is. I don't know. Misty Step. That's what I'm going to do.
Misty step. Okay.
Actually, no. Thunder Step. Sorry.
No, that's gonna be so loud.
No!
Well,
No, because otherwise Darius is left there.
yeah, he said thunder. He said thunder step.
Oh,
No, because
God.
You can't have discussions about it. Like, Gideon, what are you doing?
yeah, I made my choice. That's
Alright.
kind of like.
All right, so you grab Darius as well, and Gideon appears right by it, and you see now this explosion where rocks just shoot out from the sides of the sort of thing, and just massive boulders are starting to fall down, and you see like down at the bottom where the rope bridge is, like a massive rock just falls down and just snaps it in half, and it just sort of like falls limply as like you see like one of the two wooden outposts that are like on the side of the cliff just gets like fucking wrecked by these rocks that are falling down, and
Yikes.
just scratches down. But you guys like managed to climb to the top of like where this plateau's open, and you just like look down, you just see this massive cloud of dust which is just beginning to spread out on the ground, like
I'm gonna beckon everyone to hide and keep low.
Hey, no, I mean the rock fall started before we made much noise. I think we'll be fine.
Gideon's not invisible anymore, I don't think.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
yeah, no longer
That's
visible.
spell.
Yeah, so what are you doing? There's like what you see around here is there's this like really big stone circle at the top of the plateau, which is sort of like these really ancient rocks which are just sort of balanced on each other and like precariously balanced like in various shapes like T's and O's and all that stuff in this
Do
sort
they
of
have writing
circle.
on them?
You can investigate it if you want. You're not too close to it at the moment. You're like just by where the path comes up.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait until everyone decides to get closer if we are. And if we do, I'm just gonna investigate, see if there's any writing on them.
Okay. All right. So what's everyone else doing?
Can I kind of look down the mountain to see what people's reaction to all that shit going on was?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm just chilling in the bag.
Okay, that's cool. Just like, oh, this
Just
is
like
nice.
pop my head over the side and see what's going on.
Yeah, you don't see much. You see like one of these outposts has just completely been trashed and is just like in the pile of rubble at the bottom. You're sort of hoping that no one was in there. And you see like one of the guards near where the rope bridge was is like sort of shouting like to someone else, and you see a couple of people coming out and like looking, but other than that you don't really know.
Need to get a move on.
I mean, does it look like rock falls happen in this area at all ever? You know, I mean, it's a big old mountain.
I mean, they wouldn't build their places there if they do just happen there.
Well, I mean, as far as they're aware, a lightning bolt, and is it cloudy or is it clear sky?
It's quite a clear sky. It's summer.
Could have been a summer storm.
But yeah. I mean, like, would their first thought be, "Oh, some people are going up the thing"? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Also, like the thunderstep was very loud.
Yeah.
Like that's really what caused the really bad rock slide. It was just like
I did it because I thought Darius was next to me and he had like no way of getting out.
He has dimension door.
Darius has dimension door. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, so you guys, I mean, from where you are at the moment, like there's a path that goes up further into the mountains, and then there's this stone circle.
Alright, I think we need to get move on rather quickly. We don't have much more time.
Before what?
Oh,
Well,
please.
that you caused a great big fucking noise by there. It's only a matter of
Time before what? They climb up the rock face that's all been destroyed?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have some form of way up this wall, right?
Yeah, and surely this path must lead to somewhere, so they might just come down the other side of the path.
What is this up here anyway?
Yeah.
Can I do an investigation check on it, please?
Yeah, so you see this sort of like this stone circle is mostly based around these 5 large stones, which appear to be like sort of rough hewn at first, like weathered, until you approach them and you see these intricate details carved into each. And every one of the 5 stones, even though they're like slightly different shapes, they have the same images with like sort of dwarves toiling in mines, baking bread, waging war, and then like this dragon's fire breathes upon this crowd, where like while next to it Hardy Smith works their craft at the bellows, and then this king overlooks like the subjects while an assassin is like behind it, and like her dagger dripping with poison, and then there's this pauper that's begging for coins while academics and alchemists debate at pulpits and experiment in laboratories, and every scene is depicted in minute detail from the crown of the king to the dirt on the pauper's face, and each stone appears identical except for one facet, where one is inscribed with dwarven runes facing away from the circle of stones.
Can you just speak that a little quick slower next? I was trying to catch this.
Yeah, there's just like there's inscriptions on each of the stones basically. There's 5 main inscriptions.
And what was that last bit you said again about the details, sorry?
And the basically facing away from the circle of stones, like on the outside of the circle of stones, are these inscriptions basically, which faces away from them. But it's in Mistran, so.
I thought it said dwarven runes.
Yeah,
Well, that is
Mistran's are
Mistran.
dwarves. Mistran's are dwarves.
Don't you have like this language reading thing?
I don't know if comprehend language actually. allows me to, and I don't actually have it as a I'd have to do a ritual cast, which would take. Sorry, how long would the ritual take? The duration.
10 minutes.
Yes, it's 10 minutes plus the regular casting.
Okay.
And you can understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface where the words are written.
Okay. So I could, but it would take 10 minutes.
I think it could be worth it. Might lead us to the temple.
All right. Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
while he's doing that, I'm interested in the one that with the assassin. That looks interesting. Can you tell me more about it, or is it just that?
Yeah, so it's this king. You're not really sure who the king is, but there's like a big crowd of people like looking at him, and just behind the king, just about to like finish the king off, is this like this female assassin, like Sidan assassin, which is like elf, with a dagger like dripping in poison.
I'm gonna inspect the
Nice.
stone with the dragon on it. Can I like maybe make a?
Yeah, I mean the actual pictures are very easy to look at. It's just the inscriptions you're not sure what they are.
Right, but like, would I know about any dragon attacks around here that were particularly,
I mean, all these Mistran runes are from like 3,000 years ago. So
Yeah.
Is-
So
So-
I would know about a dragon attack around here.
well, yeah.
Right,
If there was a recent dragon attack, you would have definitely heard about it. But the dragons haven't been a thing in Orthaid for like haven't been a real force in Orthaid for a while.
So I wouldn't know about like any myth or anything around here.
No, you're not. Firstly, you're not Mistran. Secondly, you just know it's a dragon, basically.
Is it? So is the person in the thing? Is that my god depiction of it? Is it like the same
no.
style?
No. No, this is clearly a Sidan assassin. Like there was a big war between Mistrans and Sidans, so it's not uncommon to see depictions of Sidans killing Mistran kings and stuff.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Gideon, you've doing the ritual.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so these are the 5 inscriptions. Boop.
Can I make out what kind of dragon it is? What color?
It's not in color. It just looks like a
Fair
dragon.
enough. Okay.
Okay, do you want me to read them out or not?
Yeah,
Just from the.
I'll put this in a handout as well.
Okay.
Handout.
I mean, it might be.
Read
obviously
it out.
on the
yeah,
on the. All right, guys. I'm gonna read this out. So, and I kind of walk towards the first one and put my hand over it, and in my mind, the words kind of rearrange themselves. Struck from the rock in the meadow she wrought, she breathes life into ruined blade. By hosts and bandits alike, she is greeted with open palms. Though none dare embrace her, who is she? And my eyes kind of like lose a kind of blue tint, and then I kind of pass over to the next one and repeat that same process. She clamors, shod in boots of iron, and on paths of iron only does she tread. She cares nothing for the blazing sun before her, nor for the heat of the road neath her feet, for she knows she never need fear their fire, and so thus continue her resounding footsteps. Who is she? Next one. Who is he that is battered, but never bowed? Who takes wave upon wave of blades and hammers against his crown, and yet is never moved? Who, though the heat of the sun beats on his brow, never breaks sweat? With his arms wide spread, he blows forth a breathless breeze. With every breeze he blows, his lover's heart doth pulse with heat. Who is he? The first she breathes, and she is the son of the second and third. She is the lover of the fourth. Who is she? And on the last one, Gideon backs off, and for the last time, his eyes stop the kind of blue glint, and he turns to the party.
It's a riddle.
I believe number 4 is Bellows. Says the head that's poking out of the haversack.
Have you not got out of the haversack yet?
You must have known something was up when you became not invisible. right?
Would I know though?
Well, you would have been able to
What's
see.
it like
you would have
from
been able to
inside the
see
house?
through, surely. If
All
anything
right,
was
so we'll
invisible.
finish.
in
We'll
other
finish there for
dimensions.
today.
All right.
But you guys can level up. Woo.
Yeah!
Ooh,
It's not really
level
that great for me,
9.
but I'm still excited.
Hey,
Let's do.
It's
let's
not
do your hit
amazing
dice
for you,
then.
but it's really cool for you.
Yeah, if you do your hit
Yeah,
dice
very
before
cool.
you go, and then we'll.
Hit
I'm
dice.
scared.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10. Let Saki get some.
No!
Oh, there's no. Don't do Darius's one. Alex can roll that for him.
Oh, okay.
I think we were re-rolling ones anyway,
Yeah, we are re-rolling ones.
because that's up. Getting a 1 on your hit dice.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
I
I think the average hit, the average assumes no 1s.
Yeah, I think so.
That wasn't too great.
Very sad.
Level up character Mensa.
Nice. Well, yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I'm gonna end the stream.
Thank